Welcome to Semper Hooah podcast.
Better save all those because that could be like an end of the year release.
Hey, guess what?
I'll show you in a beginning of the year release.
All right. Welcome to Semper.
Fucking knew that was coming.
I know.
Welcome.
I'm still coming.
Shut the fuck up. Welcome to Semper Hooah podcast, season 3 opener. Here we are. Awesome.
All this pent-up frustration.
Yeah, we had a nice little break there, guys. It felt good.
I
Some
know.
holidays. Even Jonesy was celebrating Hanukkah. We had some Christmas, and there's some Kwanzaa maybe here. I don't know. What are the Filipinos? What are you celebrating there back there?
Christmas, dude.
Christmas, man.
Oh, same thing. I don't know.
Filipino what's the...
I don't know.
Catholic.
I don't know. Like,
Shoot,
I don't know if it's
there's
Buddha.
I forgot what it was.
Christmas trees.
The Santo Niño thing.
We got
yeah.
Sammy's up here. All right, we got.
I gotta take a shit.
Oh God!
Dude,
Already?
come on.
No, I'll be able to do this.
PD and J-Bot in the closet. Jonesy's behind the stick running some shit. And our guest today, Jonathan Lanci. Oh my God,
How you doing?
dude, Marine veteran, fucking badass over here. Haven't seen this guy in like 20 fucking years.
Yeah,
Yep.
veteran of our shitty high school
that-
too.
Yeah, that's right.
We're that old, huh?
Yes.
Thanks.
Yeah, we are. It's
I
been
think
a
I
while.
got a thing for like a 20-year reunion or something. Or maybe that passed years ago. I don't
know,
even
it's-
know.
I
It's
think
been
we're-
so long.
I didn't go to mine. I didn't care.
I don't go to any of those because
I don't care.
I don't care. It's not going to enrich my life.
No,
to
not
know
at all.
how that person's life
It's
turned
like,
out.
wow, you're still a douchebag.
Yeah. Rock and roll.
Nothing's changed.
Rock and roll.
Like a $70 ticket to go to Biagio's.
Yeah.
Dude, I went to mine, man, just for the hell of it. And I'm like, I mean, it was fun, but holy crap.
I don't.
I really don't care where people have gone in life.
I really don't either.
Smaller and
I don't even care where I'm going in life.
It shows. Yeah.
With those skills you showed us earlier, you're going far.
I know, man.
I mean,
Hey, I gotta diversify the career options. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. You gotta
Definitely
do that.
going down.
also physically, you look amazing.
me.
By the way.
Yeah.
Back on keto.
Yeah.
Top notch. Top
Definitely shows. Yeah. Can we get a wide angle on that?
notch. Diet water. That's the trick.
You really on
Diet,
keto?
diet water. The thing I love about keto is bacon as a snack.
Oh, no
Right.
shit.
Oh yeah.
Bacon is not a snack. It is part of the main food groups.
Oh, I've made it a main meal.
Yeah, it's definitely a main meal. Everything is wrapped in bacon.
Yeah.
It makes it better.
Bacon and Baby Bell cheese.
Should let these guys take the whole fucking show over. This is great. I love it. This is going to be the fucking Marine Corps ball over here.
This is what happens.
All right. We're
Fall
gonna
out, make a horseshoe around me.
we're gonna get some Q&A with you in a little bit.
Famous
after
last
we get
words.
through our whole thing here, our whole show.
Yep.
Lanci, by the way, infantry. Ooh yeah, hot
Not
shit.
Just, not
Like
just,
the real Marines.
not
Yeah.
just any infantry. He served with our buddy Scotty too.
That's right. We'll get
Yeah,
into that
that's
too.
right.
All right. First thing we do a little pluggies here first before we kick off everything else. Please follow, like, subscribe, share. Remind yourself we're on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Amazon Music, all podcast platforms, and watch us on YouTube or at semperhooah.com. Check us out. At some point, we'll be on actually Spotify video. I don't know. That's happening.
It's
Still
happening.
Working. Still working.
Yeah, well, we're like on the list, just whatever. Anyway, you can follow us on Facebook at Semper Hooah Podcast and IG, Instagram at Semper Hooah. Also, same one for TikTok, even though we're not really, we kind of do it. Whatever.
Right.
Maybe some range videos
Semper
will go up on there
Hooah
this summer.
Only fans.
Oh,
Ooh.
I'll,
Could do an
and
OnlyFans.
If you subscribe now, you'll be the only fan.
show my butthole.
How long have you been holding on to that?
Oh man, that's what I tell other people about my OnlyFans.
Well, I mean, did you ever do that whole ball sack mullet thing you were going to do? That'd be great OnlyFans content.
I can't even get past the plug here. All right.
I'm gonna plug you.
You could support the show.
That's what happens when we take 3 weeks off.
Like,
He's already satisfied himself twice since he's been here. It's been 5 minutes.
It smells like bleach here.
Oh my god. Where were we? We can support the show at semper.com
Okay, yeah.
with a monthly subscription of your choosing. All right, if you guys want to give us some cash,
Thanks, Dad.
it'd be great. We keep the show going a little bit. You don't have to. It'd be nice if you did. Go semper.com for that if you like to.
We want
Up
to
to you.
retire.
50% of our merch profits go to Tango 3. PD, you want to hit that one up?
Absolutely. With your help, they'll support vetted organizations and projects that help with veteran mental health issues and veteran suicide prevention through the sale of Dove Creek Agashi Wagyu beef jerky. Delicious stuff.
Fantastic.
Actually,
In fact, just before
will
the show,
say.
I had some of that original. My favorite.
I'm taking a bunch of this with me. It's keto.
It is, actually.
I had
is
it last
keto.
drill, man. I was
Yeah.
like, how does Wagyu beef become jerky? Then I was like, oh, wait.
That's
The same way
dehydrated.
Who
regular
cares?
beef
It just
becomes
tastes good.
jerky.
Yeah.
Right. But it's good stuff. I mean, it's like the softest, chewiest.
Yeah,
it's
it's great.
amazing.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Liquid smoke, spices, dehydrator. Boom,
She was
done.
on the phone with Tango 3. They did call us back. Awesome. It was great.
It's nice to get
send us all,
callbacks.
get all this beautiful beef. Their president will be on the show at some point. He wants to come on.
Oh, really?
He's actually a real Semper Hooah. So was Marine,
Hell
then
yeah.
Army. Pretty awesome.
There's a lot of those going around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you guys want to rank up. You're like, fuck,
Yeah,
you can
that's
never make it in
right.
the Corps,
That's
so
the
you
only
just join
fucking
us.
way we can do it,
Yeah, you
man.
join us, and you can become a sergeant major.
Dude, I got out. The Army recruiter called me
in
and
5
like,
years.
We'll make you a warrant officer. I'm like, ooh, really?
Oh, yeah.
We'll give you an Apache. We don't even care.
It's just- there
we
you
have
go.
a lot of them.
Actually, I have
Go for
a
it.
buddy who he was a crew chief in the Marines. Oh, he's on the East Coast, and then he
that-
joined the Army.
We don't care then.
He joined the Army and went to actually I don't know if he's still in the pilot school or whatever it is.
That's a long time to be in the pilot school.
We still haven't
Yeah.
actually finished
Well,
plug.
So you don't think he made it through pilot school is what you're saying?
I don't know. I should ask him. see if he wants to travel from Maryland to come on this
Bring him
show.
on. Bring him on.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Also, send your hate mail to contact@semperhooah.com.
Not just hate mail. And as always, all views and opinions expressed on this show are not representative of the DoD or any other military branch.
But maybe they are. All right. So,
At least Space Force.
first one up. I'm going to get the first one here. All
Oh
right.
my God! Yay!
Yeah, and then I'm just going to be drunk
You're
the rest
actually
of the show.
volunteering
Then
for
it's-
something.
Then
Wow.
it's just
'cause
gonna be
I-
a bukkake.
That's J-Bot's
I only
territory.
heard,
gonna come
I
from
only heard
everywhere.
cock.
All right, our first one up. All right, North Korea claims its great leader invented burritos. All right.
I'm so Ronery.
I'm so around. All right. In yet another addition to the loony claims perpetuated by the Hermit Kingdom, North Korea recently asserted that former dictator Kim Jong-il, jumpsuit fashionista and star of the box office hit Team America World Police, is the true creator of the burrito.
Bolito.
Burrito, yes.
No, it'd be a bolito.
Hey, only he could say it there. They're J-Bot. I
Yeah.
can't.
They're not even his people.
Bolito?
I know, right?
Close enough.
Close enough.
Yeah, it's
Spicy, bro.
Yeah, right, whatever. The Radong Sinmun news-
You really wanted to read this one.
newspaper, a mouthpiece for the North Korean government, claimed that father and predecessor of North Korea's current Nacho Supreme leader, Kim Jong-un, invented the burrito known as wheat wraps
Oh my God!
in the country
Because they
back
don't
in
have any
11.
meat.
Yeah,
they
back
have
in
no meat.
back in 2011.
Wait. Did his son invent the Nacho Supreme then?
I must have. I don't
So
know.
he
Or the
invented the
quesadilla?
burrito in 2011.
2011.
They're the
And because of all their
What
missile
have Mexicans
testing,
been doing wrong?
Well,
He
here-
also invented the hamburger too. if you didn't know.
Yeah, that's right. The article had no mention of Mexico or how the burrito has been around since at least the 1900s, or probably even longer than that. But that's probably because Rong Dun Sim whatever come writer and editors didn't want to get murdered out by the tyrannical man baby who runs the country. All right, thank you to Coffee and Dye magazine for that one. That
well,
was
like
a
I was
great
just
article.
gonna say, with
That
all
makes
their
sense.
with
That
all
makes
their
sense.
missile testing, right? They're all called Baja Blast.
They have been lots of some shit.
Fucking brilliant.
The lack of encyclopedias that have been circulated around that country is just astonishing. They did not. Britannica did not go to the wrong.
No.
the right-
I'm telling you, man, we could probably liberate that entire country by flying overhead and just like doing a humanitarian drop at Taco Bell.
Ooh, that'd be nice.
You
A
may
lot of
be
shits.
able to.
Yeah.
But
Edibles.
then they would think it was from the supreme leader. So then they would just.
Yeah,
you
they
know,
probably had how they.
He
put
may
it
get
off
more
there.
props.
thank you.
Burrito Supreme Leader.
Did
All right.
love the.
I mean, if nothing else, it might disable all of them so much from Taco Bell shits.
nice,
He might
nice,
give us a
Jonesy.
clear window.
They're
to
not
get in there.
used to the.
Well, they're also not used to food either.
Yeah.
Box office hit Team America. I love that. But by the
Instead
way,
of dysentery Gary, it's like dysentery Wong.
I gotta do the Team America thing really quick though.
Fuck yeah!
All right, I had to do it. It was there. It was there. All right, who wants the next one up?
Since
It's a winded.
4-pager, I guess I'll take it.
Oh,
All
thank
right.
the fuck Christ for that.
You're definitely gonna
4
take
pages?
it.
Today's lesson on Hooked on Phonics. All right, so apparently dude wanted to be a soldier. When he failed, he stalked his
Oh,
recruiter.
this one.
This is a fun
Oh,
one.
wrong button.
Oh, no.
Stock the
No.
recruiter.
That's
Oh, it's
the-
crashing.
Stop the
Navy.
recording.
Nah,
He's already
we're still
reached
recording.
a new low by stalking
The whole
his
system
recruiter.
crashed already.
Are we recording?
Pay no attention
We
to
are
the screen.
recording.
Listen to
Let
my
me get rid of
voice.
that.
They covered the screen.
Look at that.
We
Look at
can't
that.
What the
see
fuck
it.
are you doing here?
Dude, I hit one button, man. Look at that. That's the one I wanted.
There we go.
Ah.
There you
Jesus
are.
Christ. Thank God it's only on YouTube.
I'm not colorblind.
So 26-year-old Braxton Danley walked into an Army recruiting station in Harrisburg, Virginia in March of 2018 to take his pre-screening adaptive test.
Why does everyone from Virginia get named shit like Braxton and Tanner and shit like that?
Yuppies.
West Virginia. Okay. Yuppies. Was it West Virginia?
No,
no,
just
it's
regular
regular
No,
Virginia.
just
Oh, regular
Virginia.
Oh,
is
okay. I
yuppies.
thought it
There's
was West.
regular
Yeah.
Virginia and West
No,
some
West
reason.
Virginia, those are our hill country people.
Yes,
Yeah.
those are the good people.
Is his brother's name like Brock?
Carry on.
But
It's a 4-pager.
He failed, and after his recruiters repeatedly denied him the chance to retake the test until he agreed to study, he became resentful, according to the press release from the U.S. Attorney's Office for the Western District of Virginia. What followed were years of Danley harassing and cyberstalking his main recruiter, identified in court documents as a female with the initials JJ.
Maybe she was hot.
Well, maybe. I remember everything you pricks done to me, so time to settle the score, Danley wrote in an email to JJ's official Army email address. The message was the first of many threatening text messages, emails, and phone calls. Danley even called a recruiting station later that day and told a different recruiter that the Army needed to arrest him, Danley, because he was angry. Following the threatening email and phone call, JJ contacted local law enforcement, which on May 18th signed a no trespass notice bearing Danley from the Harrisburg recruiting station.
Dang, man.
This only angered Danley more.
Yeah.
So you should have gone to the Marine Corps recruiter.
What did he think
Whoa,
was going to
whoa,
happen
whoa,
with this?
whoa. Wow, wow, wow.
Also, we would have gotten him an ASVAB waiver.
Freaking literally.
That's
He
how it
really
works,
wanted-
guys.
He really wanted that sign-on bonus.
Right.
All right. Let's hear more.
2 weeks later, on June 1, Danley sent a text message to JJ's official cell phone saying, "So that's how you want to fuck my goddamn record up. Now I can't get a job anywhere, okay? You want to play." According to court
It
documents.
sounds like he's
then,
already in the Marine Corps. He sounds like a staff sergeant.
the recruiter did not, in fact, want to play. She chose not to respond, and following a barrage of text messages from Danley,
I
was
wanna read
issued a
them all.
new
I
official
wish.
phone. 9 days later, Danley used one of his parents' Facebook accounts to send her more messages.
Use my parents' Facebook.
This guy, we
account.
should put him in Intel.
Right.
This guy is good.
He's digging deep.
Very
NSA is
sneaky.
recruiting this asshole.
Very sneaky using the parents.
Yeah, so the Facebook messages, then he says, "Hey, it's Brax." The first of 3 messages sent on July 10, 28 read, "Can't understand why you fucked me over in the last test."
Of course, you're a fucking ASVAB waiver. That's why you can't understand.
Let me identify myself first before I threaten you.
Hey, it's Brett.
Because it's his parents' Facebook account.
At least he had the wherewithal to not endanger mommy and dad.
Right.
Yeah, that's nice of him.
So, can't understand why you fucked me over in that test. Guess because I look like a druggie, right? I tried to fix my life and you fucked it now. I'm hunted by your people. Fuck you. None of you will walk away if you serve papers on me. A fight is here now. Face me.
Yeah.
Wait
Oh,
a minute. Did he say he's being hunted by these people?
Yeah.
Did he misspell haunted?
Yeah. Well, this could also be our executive producer of the show's writing.
I mean, I
Chill,
really
chill.
know that recruiters
No, that's
are
actually from the Army
savages.
Times article. He really just is that illiterate.
I had no idea that that was
ASVAB
in
waiver,
the,
bro.
Mental health issues, man.
the recruiter notebook says hunt people down
Right.
to get recruits. We are super desperate.
Following these messages, the recruiter saw and was granted a preliminary protective order against Danley, which he violated with the December 23, 2018 Facebook post. The message was directed at JJ and 2 other recruiters, telling them to lock and load fuckers. I'm at your doorstep now.
And that's why we have all those nice,
Right.
protective things at recruiting stations. Besides the Tennessee thing that happened years back, this site goes like this. Keep going though.
Danley was promptly arrested and convicted of a misdemeanor charge of violation of protective order and sentenced to 12 months in prison in February 2019.
Only 12 months.
And Facebook
However, he was released at the end of June 2019
Okay.
for good behavior.
really?
Keeps going, though.
A few months after his release, Danley made another Facebook post, this time saying, "Remember, JJ, this is to you. I'm coming to get you."
I'm out.
Oh my god.
Along with the threatening messages, Danley also posted a link to a S. Kit's Craven music video describing a brutal home invasion. The film follows a masked man as he ties up, tortures, and kills the family who live there, and all to the tune of explicitly violent lyrics.
Yeah, when it said he ties up, I thought it said he's tits up.
Yeah. Same.
Sorry.
At what point, Danley was deemed mentally unfit to understand the severity of his actions and was briefly placed in the custody of the state's attorneys general to receive treatment for his concerning mental health, documents revealed. As a result, JJ continued to seek legal action against Danley, who ultimately pled guilty to cyberstalking on December 20th, 2021.
So
and
finally he's
and
it took that long.
was rushed over to the Marine Corps recruiting station.
Right afterwards.
I mean,
Who was able to place him at MEPS the
We'll
day
give him a
after.
legal waiver too.
yeah, I mean, we could probably work that in. I mean,
Yeah, he seems like a psychopath. He probably fit right in.
tattoo, drug waivers, man. Doesn't matter.
I like
We can
his
do all that.
I like his persistence. This
Yes.
guy's going somewhere.
I guarantee you, there's a recruiter who is so hurting for poolies to put in. I guarantee you, he's willing to cash in
He's
all
like,
of his
please
waivers.
move.
Look
to my
how many of the
jurisdiction."
Army
Yeah.
values he already meets. He's loyal.
Yeah.
He's committed to duty and
Yeah.
selfless service.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Has that sense of honor too.
Clearly goes after his objective and doesn't stop until he achieves it.
I don't know how his integrity is though. You
I
know?
think in jail somebody told him, "Hey, act totally crazy and do the same exact shit again, and your lawyer will be able to expunge it because they'll just call you crazy."
Yeah, this works.
I mean,
I can't believe the justice system has failed us. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, it's weird. How did that happen?
It's usually so smooth and actually rehabilitates people.
I know, man. It's wild
You know?
that
Nuts.
this slipped through the cracks.
Yeah.
Absolutely nuts. All right, who wants the next one up?
I'll do it. Oh, this is great. Military base says retirement ceremonies aren't social events, so COVID-19 protocols don't apply. You're damn right they're not social events. None of us want to be there.
That's such an Army thing.
New COVID-19 policy introduced at a Joint Base San Antonio, Texas, encouraged base community members to limit indoor gatherings for social events, but added a caveat for official gatherings such as commanders' calls, promotions, and retirement ceremonies.
Well, and
those
San
are the
Antonio is so hot.
worst.
COVID doesn't exist there.
Oh, no, it doesn't. It burns up in the atmosphere.
Well, here we go.
The policy was immediately criticized on social media, where some commenters joked that the coronavirus would get the message and stay out of official military business.
Love it.
You get it.
We'll spray the parade deck down with some bleach. We'll be fine.
Half right face, Corona.
Of course I get it. I have to
Oh,
follow these
man.
ridiculous restrictions in the city.
Oh my
Anyway.
god.
The Rona respects our military customs, said one commenter in the Air Force.
That was an Air Force guy?
Air Force guy.
Those are the smart ones.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Well, not anymore. Space Force now.
Oh, Space Force is the total smart ones. But
Yeah.
those are still like the honors kids. They're just not like the AP honors kids.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what
yeah,
I'm saying? Like
yeah.
that is where it's at.
Yeah, they're the ones that didn't get the perfect GPA.
Marines are like exactly where I fit in because special ed. That's what I went to high
Yeah,
school.
we both rode the short bus.
Yeah, I didn't even ride the bus. Yeah.
You didn't lick the windows?
I wasn't able to go on the bus. I got caught smoking.
Nice.
Word.
Oh, the strawberry flavored Windex.
Dude, best flavor ever.
Best.
Jesus.
I got
Simple Green. Simple Green is the best. flavor.
Simple.
Oh man.
Oh, haven't heard that in a while.
kiwi flavor.
I got this email too and read that statement a few times. Said another, what the fuck are they even doing?
Yes. Oh, that's good shit.
Oh my god, why didn't COVID exist during my time?
Oh,
'Cause I
right
would have
now,
had a field day with
I'm
this.
gonna tell you, in the reserve side, it is fan-fucking-tastic, dude. Like we've had virtual drills, we barely show up. And then when we
Sorry, I can't make it, guys.
Now when we can't come in, it's like we're still doing formations, just like whatever. But they're like, you gotta keep your masks on. I'm like, oh, it's
Yeah.
gonna stop it all. I'm like, all right. I'm like, it's just so ridiculous. Like, now I think we might have another virtual coming up. I'm like, fuck yes.
Yeah.
So
Like
Do you
Sorry,
actually
that-
put pants on for that?
No.
dude, we don't even. There's no camera. It's like
Yeah, man.
it's a con call. You
It's
get
a
on a
conference
phone.
call we put up, and then we put our phone somewhere else while I play video games.
Yeah.
See, that's what I would do.
Halftime, I tell Jonesy, like, let me know if they need me.
Dude, man, before they transferred me, we were actually working on Microsoft Teams.
You're doing like real virtual.
We were actually.
Oh,
we don't. Yeah.
Wow.
He's active
What
reserve.
the?
Well, yeah, no, but he was also he was TAC ops. He just went up to battalion now. So
Yeah.
so battalion. Like, we're just like everything's a brief.
Everything's chill.
We're briefing shit.
Feels
Super
weird,
chill.
man.
COVID was so great in the reserves. Oh, my
Yes.
God.
As if the
is.
reserves could get easier.
Right?
Unbelievable.
It's so fucking amazing. I believe Jonesy went to
That's
a
my
course
recruiting
where
pitch.
we were talking about it. You were all virtual the whole time. Like
It
he
was
went
amazing.
to a 3-week fucking class. Like
Then
just
why the
sat
fuck couldn't you show up?
He literally had to wear like the top part of his uniform in shorts. Just his blouse.
like the pictures at MCRD.
Yeah, just the blouse. Just the blouse.
You just wear the front of it with
Yeah,
the whole back cut
exactly.
out.
Yeah.
Everybody shares the same hat.
Except if you have to
That's
do
how I got lice.
Regan, if you have to show like marching facing movements.
No.
and
He
you're
didn't even
still-
have to do that.
Still
No,
in your
that's
boxers.
not. That's not graded.
They said stop it because it's stupid. Right.
They're like, if you could still get a haircut, that'd be great, though.
Yeah.
And I mean, just to give you, right.
Started making trying to zoom in.
Can you please make an
on the
effort
call,
to
is
at
it-
least shave?
Is it touching his ears? I
Are
can't
those
tell.
regulated stubbles on your face?
Police that mustache.
That's why you wear the best thing is that you wear the mask in your virtual class in your own house.
Oh, no.
COVID.
yeah.
Yeah, that way they
No.
can't. That you don't have to shave.
Literally,
No. That way you don't have to shave.
have
Why don't you
to
just
do
not do
anything.
it? That's what I did for
Yeah,
3 weeks.
You tuck your beard into it. You just be like, no, I've been shaving.
Yeah, I don't even know what you're talking about.
I didn't even make an effort to shave on my last deployment. That was hilarious.
That's like PD over here, like every fucking drill.
That
Like,
would
did I
have
really
not
nothing.
gone over with my first
He used to
sergeant,
shave
who
by
was a
lunch.
pogue among pogues. This dude came straight from like 8th and I and was like, yes, infantry Marines, you're going to be squared away. And we're like, we get dirty, though. What do you mean we have to be squared away? Those are clean. We don't have any of that.
Yeah, you guys are the ones that always have a problem with us going into the chow hall covered in oil. Oh, it's dirty. It's dirty. I'm like, that dude just got shot and he's walking in here covered in blood. And you're telling me that this is unsanitary?
You're just dirty in general, though. I mean, like when you walk in my house, I have like a whole fumigation thing for just some.
Are you trying to call me Pigpen?
Yeah, you
One
are
of
the
those
big
clothes
bag.
steamers works
Oh,
pretty
man.
good, too.
I know.
That's the
Well,
best
mine burned
one.
out
Oh,
after
that-
him because I kept
Oh.
doing it to him, and it's like it finally died today.
There's a lot to
Clothes
cover there.
steamers?
I know. There's a lot of
Bro,
gut there.
you can't tighten up these wrinkles, man. It's just there.
Please step into the drip
Your
pan.
gut totally stretches them out just right. Nice. All right, next one up. Who wants it?
Army Hospital's Facebook page hijacked by angry person demanding money. It's generally good advice to keep your drama off the timeline. Sometimes, though, it comes for you, and there's nothing you can do about it, as Tripler Army Medical Center in Hawaii can attest to. Who the fuck runs this page as you've hacked my bank and stolen $400 from a single parent who just tried to do her shopping and can't because you scammed her bank account, but somehow have now linked your account to mine? Read a message posted to the official Facebook page of the Tripler Army Medical Center, a hospital supporting 264,000 active personnel, dependents, and veterans from around the Pacific Rim. Job.
Like the movie?
Right.
Yeah.
17 minutes earlier, the hospital's location was updated to London, more than 7,000 miles from Tripler's actual location on the island of Oahu.
Dang.
The Facebook's page banner also noted the supposed grift that had been committed, reading scam. Tripler Army Medical Center did not respond to a request for comment, although their Twitter account did note that their Facebook page had been hacked.
A lot of pages being hacked.
And then they went and changed their password.
Yeah, but a hospital page.
I know.
Why?
It's like a government hospital page.
How does that happen?
Like Army.
Is China just fucking
It
with
is
us
on
now?
Facebook.
It's like, well, who are you going to affect? It's like, dude, are you not going to tell them about when the flu vaccine's coming out or what? Like what?
Russian troll farm went off of their script there.
Yeah.
They hijacked the wrong screen. They're like, oh shit, this is
just
this
a hospital.
easy?
Yeah.
Oh my god, we can hack everyone.
I love throwing
This
out
is what they do in their spare time.
I love throwing out these stupid these fucking hacks. They happen all the time. It's all these pages now. All these big commands
my
are getting
God.
hacked,
Yeah,
and
well-
now the hospital. I'm like, all right.
Well,
It's like,
What was
is there a policy that all their passwords are like Hooah 1 2 3 4?
Exclamation point!
Is that how they
exclamation point.
posted the launch
At
codes on
symbol.
Twitter?
Yeah.
Oh, that was a good episode.
All right, that was a dumb.
Oh,
one.
boy.
Somewhat weak. We got a couple weak ones, but some fun ones in here. All right, who wants the next one up?
This looks
do
like a
it.
J-Bot quote.
Oh,
Oh my God, can you read?
United States Navy is extending its boot camp by 2 weeks to include classes on sexual assault, hazing, suicide prevention, and racism. I had to read it like that.
Racism.
I know,
What
right?
is that?
Yeah,
Suicide prevention? Come on, they're not good at that.
Oh gosh. The changes are the first major restructuring to Navy boot camp in almost 2 decades. Navy officials said the expanding boot camp from 8 to 10 weeks will allow the fleet to be better prepared. The additional 2 weeks will act as a reinforcing mechanism for recruit character development. Oh.
Okay.
It's like the
Sure.
feel-good
Holy
stuff.
fuck.
Oh, here it goes. So this is,
Wow.
here some life skills.
Oh,
Ready?
Life skills.
Oh.
Training on sexual harassment.
Is that how to get better at it?
Sexual assault, hazing, and suicide, as well as the Navy's core values of honor, courage, and commitment.
Hey, that sounds familiar.
Wait a minute. They stole that from us.
Will make up much of the added 2 weeks. Some of the additional time will be spent reinforcing training on how to handle fires, collisions, and other life-threatening
I like
situations.
that. Some of it.
It's like
the most important part.
Not gonna lie, if
It's
I was
about-
on a ship, I kind of want them to know how to control a fire.
Wait a
I mean,
minute.
I don't know.
Well-
I don't know. I don't really give a fuck if the lieutenant in engineering is getting sexually harassed when a fire breaks out. Like, I really just kind of care that the fire goes out.
Is this because they lost like a $5 billion ship? To
Yeah.
fire?
That couldn't be it.
And maybe
No.
they
No,
were.
no.
Maybe there has some sort of correlation correlation.
Maybe he was
here?
getting
I don't
sexually
know.
What's
harassed,
the name of that ship? The
and then he
was.
burned it down.
I think you're
that was
smarter
the,
than you're leading on there,
Boham
Lance.
Richard.
Oh, I thought it was the Foreskin Richard.
Foreskin Richard.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's
Handsome man Richard.
Handsome
Yes.
man. It's something Richard and Foreskin. I thought it was something
It was definitely phallic-y, is what it was. It was definitely a
That was a
phallic-y
very
ship.
phallic-y ship, yeah.
very
It
weak.
was.
I'm just saying, like,
Burnt
dude,
to
like
crisp.
Large shaft.
they
Very
said this
large,
is
very
the
large
first
shaft.
first change in like 20 years.
Something like that.
Whereas like the army, how many changes has it gone through
That's
in
all we
the
do.
last?
Are we talking in general or
Five?
just your
Yeah.
uniforms?
Well, that
Just
alone.
in general, man.
I'm on
Shit.
my. Jesus Christ, J-Bot, you're with me here. What are we on? Like our 10th fucking uniform between
I don't know anymore.
between our camis and our actual dress uniform. We're
Right.
Jesus.
Oh
like
yeah,
40.
yeah.
I still had the pickle suit.
Hold on,
I
hold
still
on.
had
So let's see, like,
BDUs.
how luxurious is it in the Army? Do they actually change uniforms and then provide you uniforms?
sometimes.
Sometimes.
Okay, because the Marine Corps, I
Technically,
joined
they do.
when
We
it
had
was
the-
tricolor.
Yeah.
So I'm that old.
Oh, yeah, it's like
I was the last boot camp platoon to go through boot camp in tricolors. Everybody else
BDUs.
came in, they were in digis, and we said, what the fuck are those?
they look so cool.
We didn't even get any. We showed up to our unit. They said, you have to have these. I said, you have to give them to me. They said, this is the Marine Corps. We can't afford that shit. Go
You're a
out in town.
PFC. You can't afford that shit.
They're like, put it in your monthly report or something. I'm like, I don't know what a report is. I'm a grunt.
I remember because we joined around the same time, and I remember being at Fort Sill, seeing some of the Marines there, and I was still seeing them in BDUs because we only had those two, and then I
Right.
saw some of the new digis. Of oh man, those look fucking nice.
Yeah, like
and then we got-
$80 for the pair of pants.
Yeah.
$80. I was like, get out of here.
And
You know, for $80, you'd think they would make them where the crotch doesn't blow out all the time.
well,
Ours-
and
ours
then
blow
we had
out
to
all the
start.
time,
Yeah.
too.
Then you couldn't put your clothes in the laundry
What? Who
because
blows crotches?
all the guys would come and steal all your shit. They're like, these uniforms are expensive. We're taking this. This is called commandeering.
Gear
Oh, yeah.
adrift.
Yes.
Gear adrift.
Steal,
Someone's
strategically
gift.
transport
Yeah.
equipment to an alternate location.
All right, so really quick back
Tactically acquire.
back to we definitely skewed off a little bit there. It's funny. Yeah, Navy boot camp. Oh, 2 more weeks of whatever. A couple more PowerPoint classes saying,
Yeah.
oh, you learn how to put a fire out. Maybe they'll do that.
Maybe.
Shouldn't they have been teaching that the whole time?
Right? You would
I
think
feel
so.
like that would be
You would think that would be more important than weapons training.
water
in
and
boot camp.
fire is what we always were scared of on ships.
Yeah.
Still no
Water
weapons
and fire.
call. Weapons call for them though. So
They're trying to think of you know how you have those creative videos like the spoken word ones on like rape and stuff and
No, I was told
Oh, no,
multiple
for the
times
Army.
I was going to
said
be raped
rape.
in boot camp.
Yeah, I was told that.
But that
too.
was just like a normal part
Sexual
of going to
assault.
boot
When
camp.
they threw me in the whiskey locker that one time, I thought, this is it. My number's up. It's my turn.
I thought I was going to die when a 5'2" guy picked me up by my neck and threw me on the ground. I didn't know that he was capable of doing that. I said, this is intense.
Was his last name Securos?
No, it was Sergeant.
Like, literally?
It was just like, Sergeant. Yeah, no, I'm not messing with you. Sergeant.
So
Staff Sergeant, Sergeant.
we had a guy in our,
Sergeant.
we had a guy in our platoon.
Yeah.
His last name was Major and his first name was Sergeant.
Oh wow.
Oh, wow, that must have gotten confusing.
Very.
Sergeant Major? Yes.
Yes.
He
yeah.
also-
No, not you, dumbass.
He also got an oak leaf tattooed on his arm.
There you go. There you go.
Oh,
All right.
man.
Who wants the next one up?
Sami.
I'll do it. I'll do it. The military is not a substitute for prison time. But yet it is. Anyway, there's a judge ordering people to join the military or go to jail after they committed minor petty offenses. Logic is that a few years of discipline and hard work will set them straight in lieu of a stint in prison. But it may be time to retire the practice for good, particularly if people convicted of crimes such as sexual assault are going to get that from local judges. Also, I wouldn't call that a petty crime. But
Yeah.
Keep going.
I think this is a fucking dumb idea because you're just going to get, people are just going to get better at that shit. I learned to steal in the Marine Corps.
Hasn't this been around, though, for like, half
Supposedly.
of my unit was like, it was either here or jail.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
also
I had an
did.
NC
And I'm
like
like,
that.
okay.
And
I
the funny
guess.
thing is, if I would have gone to jail, I'd be out, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of hence the graphic there. I was using what's the name from Jarhead.
Yeah. All right, dickhead. Don't interrupt the joke. I know that movie backwards and forwards. A Kentucky judge recently offered a jail guard convicted of sexually assaulting a female inmate the chance to enlist in the military as a way to avoid jail time.
No.
And a Florida state senator recently proposed a law offering the same choice for people convicted of nonviolent offenses.
We're going to have to transition to a whole show of To Catch a Service Member. Then.
Right.
Wait a minute. So he is.
That's why they're
he
adding
got,
2 weeks to the
He got charged with
Navy's
sexual
boot camp.
assault and this senator or something is like, yeah, we're gonna do this, but for people with less crimes.
So
The senator is unrelated.
This is where we're drawing
it's
the
unrelated.
line.
Yeah.
It's unrelated, but it's like this specific judge is the one that went for this. This is the one that this has been going on, but this specific judge is going for this guy that was convicted, just pled guilty, everything actually convicted, sexual of an inmate. He was a guard, and he raped or whatever the hell he did, assaulted a female inmate, and
they're trying to give him an option to do
I don't
it.
think
he's getting the option.
I don't think you can get a waiver for that.
No, so
you can't.
finish
Not
it off.
even the coasties would take that guy.
Finish it off, though. But
I
finish.
think they're stricter. But the armed forces are not obliged to accept anyone for service, despite proposals like the one put forth by the Florida State Senator or the dipshit Kentucky judge.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
True.
that's the thing.
that's-
The military could say no.
No,
Wait, was it a Florida judge or a Kentucky judge?
it was a Kentucky judge, but it was a Florida
Kentucky.
senator.
So now,
Florida
Dang.
while you're thinking, so times of war, let's go back to Desert Storm, that whole stuff. Before that,
Vietnam
that
was
too.
probably a little bit more
Let's
prominent.
You're gonna draft, but it's just kind of more, not recent, but within the last 30 our lifetimes, and then even the beginning of when we kicked off shit.
Yeah.
They were still doing a lot of that too, but they've really haven't
Clamped down on it.
Yeah, 15 years or so now. They're like, no, we're not taking any more.
Because
fucking
now
scumbags.
we're just letting him out on bail.
Yeah. It's so funny. But now they're trying to
gonna-
spike this back up, and I'm like,
Yeah.
fuck this. We don't want this shit. I don't
Yeah.
want
Right.
especially this fucking guy. Yeah, we're clamping down on sexual harassment, assault, all
Look-
that shit, and they're like, oh, let's bring one in.
Sorry,
But as
Maybe
the
he could teach us a few things.
honestly,
Like, where are we
Sharp.
going with it?
We're gonna teach him sharp.
I want
Yeah.
the only people,
gonna come dance
the only
you out?
criminals that I want to go into the military are the ones that are good at stealing shit, because that's how I acquired everything.
Yes, it's never stealing. It's always acquiring.
Yeah, that's how I got my 240. We stole it from TQ. That's how we got NVGs. We stole them from the Army. And that's how I got to the PX.
Army.
I would tactically borrow the Army's Humvees.
I think I have like 45 Kevlars in here. Where do you think I get that from?
The Army
me
has
get
the
one.
best shit. And here's a little trick. Sometimes if they have saws, they carry them and they put them underneath the table at chow. Marines,
Oh, God.
Marines know never to do this shit because everyone wants to steal your cool shit. So our guy underneath the chow table switched barrels with this guy. Because they had the shortened barrels, like the paratrooper barrels.
Yeah.
And we had the giant barrels. And this guy's like, clearing houses with this thing sucks. And then he was like, I stole this from an Army guy.
And guess what? Your
Could you
armor.
imagine being the Army guy just going, what the fuck happened to my barrel?
He's getting
What
NJP'd.
the hell? Like it's
That Army dude is
7
getting
inches longer.
that specialist is getting NJP'd, and that Lance Corporal is getting a NAM.
Probably. Yes, probably. Field expediency.
Good God. Good shit.
Yeah.
Army offers new recruits.
Here we go.
Recruits big $50,000 bonus to blow on irresponsible shit.
Are they giving
New
them
Camaro.
the Montgomery GI Bill back?
Getting some Camaros, getting some Dodge Chargers,
In a world that is
Strippers,
constantly changing,
24% interest.
take heart in knowing there's at least one constant. New soldiers will probably blow enlistment signing bonuses with reckless abandon. And for some recruits, the chance for irresponsible spending just got even better.
All right.
The Army announced it was offering a maximum signing bonus of up to $50,000.
Man, that thoroughbred strip club outside of Fort Knox is going to be making so much money.
They closed it down.
Sindin.
Make it
The most
rain.
money the service has ever offered new recruits.
Yeah.
Not every recruit is going to see that much money, however.
Yeah.
To get the full $50,000, recruits need to put in a little extra work on the average enlistment contract. For example, recruits who are ready to head to basic training within 90 days get a higher bonus, as well as those who sign up for airborne or ranger schools.
Man.
And because bonuses are taxed just like regular income, soldiers likely won't see that full $50,000 anyway.
I think they'll get
how
like
old, how old do you have to? What's the cutoff on that? 'Cause
35?
35.
Jonesy.
I
Jonesy,
use
straight
50
up.
grand. I could use a bump.
they'll get like I think I calculated it like 30% like taxed.
Is that the Asian in you?
You get 2/3 of it.
Maximum
it's
age is 42 years old.
like
That's
Yeah.
why you
42?
always.
Oh, shit, I got 2 more years.
42
I'm gonna
now.
put some
Wow.
Asian in you.
Hey, I got 2 more years, man.
Right?
That's why you always
dude, come
re-up
back in the
overseas.
I've been telling you, come back in the reserves, man. Come on our side.
Yeah.
You don't do anything. You can still be fat.
Oh, my mistake.
It's the reserves.
42 is for
Alright.
officers.
Okay.
Yeah.
35 is for enlisted.
Never
Well, I
mind.
got a college degree.
Is he got a
I'll
waiver?
get a
You got
waiver.
They don't
man.
have. They don't have
I'll
to
get
go
a
to boot
waiver.
camp.
Yeah,
I'll get a waiver.
So he could still fucking become an officer?
Yeah.
Get the fuck
They
out
don't. They don't have boot camp.
Sam.
We've been over this.
He's
dude.
gonna be in a group.
Go
with
combo. Be
rows
my
in the
boss.
Corps.
Be my
Be
LT.
my boss.
BLT. Be my LT.
Keep in mind, this is very targeted towards like extreme amounts of education, so medical.
So you're pretty much
So
screwed.
cosmetology. you
Yo,
can't
I can
do that?
cook.
Or sorry. What's your
Cosmetology.
culinary
Culinary.
mixology? Same thing.
very close to
Same
cosmetology.
thing.
Same thing.
Something. Mixology, cosmetology, whatever he's doing. So that doesn't count. All right, that's
Yeah,
a shame.
doing
He can
nails,
read the
doing nails
stars.
and making a souffle. Yep,
Yeah.
apparently don't fall into that at all.
Damn.
That's a good asset, though. That's
I know,
a good
it's
skill.
very
That's a
valuable,
good
right?
skill.
I also can sew. I got out of a lot of shit in boot camp because
Dude,
of that
I can
skill.
sew. My wife doesn't know how to sew. And she's like, I need you to sew this because I know the Marine Corps taught you. And I'm like, damn it. Damn it. I got a usable skill out of it.
You're a stay-at-home husband. We've talked about that.
I'm a trophy husband. That's exactly.
I love it.
Oh, I like this one.
Before we get into it, the Air Force recruiting numbers are actually way down.
Everybody's hurting.
Space
for
Force,
people.
man.
Yeah, Army's still good though. Army's actually solid.
Yeah,
Air
because you need
Force
to be
is
smart for the Air Force.
Marines are they're restructuring. We know that part. They're
Yeah.
doing the whole such much bullshit. It's just
Well, it's very.
it's getting actually
yeah.
ridiculous.
It's
It's
getting
I'm
pretty
like,
crazy.
Yeah.
dude, it actually bothers me. Like Marines, I like them the certain way. Don't fucking change.
I'm still
that
waiting
shit at
for
all.
AAVs to go on that government website that I can buy from.
Oh, dude,
I'm
want
buying
one.
an AAV. I swear to God.
Let's
I
get
want
one.
one.
Gonna be
Let's get
dope.
one.
We'll
Semper
get a
Hooah
used one.
Bro, I want to get the recovery model
get
with
a
the crane
Semper
and
Hooah
shit
one.
like that, dude. We could make a fortune.
We could do anything.
No, no.
Anything.
We'll get one for the show. We'll do shows on it. We'll sync with it too. We'll just go down
That's
with
a
them.
tax
Wasn't it
write-off.
like
That's a
what's
tax
it called?
write-off.
Angry cops.
Yeah, we get the infantry one,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
The infantry
Oh,
version.
yes.
We gut the back and we put a mobile studio in the back.
I love it. Let's do it.
Boom.
That's
Lake
our
Michigan.
RV. That's our RV now.
We're on Lake
Right.
Michigan.
We have an
doing the
idea.
shows.
But it's like,
We can
angry
duck out of it
cops.
too.
Yeah, angry cops.
Yeah, Angry Cops bought a fire truck and he turned it into, he's calling it the MERV, like the Morale Emergency Response Vehicle.
Oh, gosh.
So he's got like a bunch of kegs on there, like large screen TVs.
Nice.
Like all
The
this
MERV.
shit. Yeah, he's
It
calling
sounds
it
like
the
a Dave
MERV.
Portnoy thing.
No,
Poor into it.
the Marines got all those AAVs and nothing to do with them. We're gonna help them out.
I mean, I'm just saying.
It's and the tanks. Oh, they gave them tanks to the Army.
It's got to be road legal.
Well, I think we can get a bunch of the track for the AAVs on surplus because I think it's the same shit the Bradleys use.
Speaking of tanks, my daughter was asking for a Ferrari for her 16th birthday. I would go, fuck yourself. I said, you should look up this M1A1 Abrams. She goes, and she's like, Googling on her phone. She goes, what the fuck? Well, I didn't say what the fuck.
What
She
am I
looked
gonna
at
do
it,
with that?
I'm like, you're going to kill.
Yeah.
It's going to be pretty badass. Like,
You
you're
could
safe.
park anywhere.
You're going to be very safe in this. Yeah. Daddy approves you driving an M1 Abrams.
I mean,
Okay,
it's going to take a little getting used to driving while you're laid down on your back, but yeah, sure.
Just get her the Night XV. Stop being a cheap ass.
The bitch asked for a Ferrari.
Are you going to get her? Are you going to get her the tank with the FLIR driving system in it?
Oh,
Or no?
yeah.
Isn't that standard?
Well, no.
Is
you
that
have-
on the options list?
No, you have to buy that separate.
Oh, separate.
add-on.
Okay.
Separate, yeah.
Add-on.
Dude, the
Damn
rifles
add-ons.
don't come with it. You got to buy those separate too, man.
Ah,
It's an add-on. I hate
now
add-ons.
it's out of my price budget. I can't.
Yeah.
I know, right?
Yeah. Base.
$800 for a base model M4.
Base model.
my
Base model.
This next one has J-Bot written all
J-Bot, you got this
over.
one, bud.
Man, Norway is making troops turn in their used underwear to give to new recruits. Is it too late to join?
Are they dispensing that through
Norwegian?
vending machines like in Japan?
This is a serious problem there.
I know, right?
All right, let's get into this one.
Supply chains and equipment turn-ins have traditionally provided no shortage of consternation to service members. It's not usually this personal, though. Military conscripts in Norway are now being asked to return all issued clothing items, including things like socks,
Cum stain sucks.
Oh,
cum-stained
wow.
bras and
Crunchy
underwear
socks, man.
Crunchy socks.
at the end of their mandatory service so that they can be reissued to the next generation.
What
of recruits.
military issues underwear?
Ours.
What? Yeah.
What is made?
We
What
got
is the underwear
issued
made out of?
brown
Some
ones.
sort of silk.
You guys didn't get any?
No,
You get underwear?
Army.
No, they,
You get socks too.
Oh
I
my
bet
God,
you.
we
Rich
get
bastards.
underwear.
no, they take.
Unbelievable.
No, the Marine Corps, they took us to the PX, right? They gave us a list of things we had to buy
Yeah.
with a card. And then we had
with
and
our
we-
money on
Eagle
it.
with
Cash
our
card.
money on it. And we had to
buy your
buy
own
our
underwear?
own shit. Yeah.
Oh, we had to buy everything.
Everything.
Shaving cream, cleaning
Oh, that-
supplies.
yeah, no, that stuff,
everything
yeah, that-
we
yeah.
have to buy.
We
Cleaning
had-
supplies.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
For the
everything.
Cleaning
barracks.
supplies they took care of.
For the barracks, we had
But
to buy all
shaving
that.
cream, we bought our own stuff.
No, we
Yeah.
had to buy everything.
Like when you join,
Yeah, like in boot camp.
So
you
it
have
makes
to
them
buy
cooler
stuff,
than us.
yeah.
Is the Marines had to buy everything.
Well, we did too.
The
Because again,
Norwegians-
you get this
yeah, but they gave us underwear. I remember
Eagle
that. I
Cash
did-
card, which is like an advance of your first paycheck.
We get
And
worse
you have
than
to buy your
prison.
gym shoes, the white tube socks,
Yeah.
the brown underwear,
No,
you
the
know,
problem is they gave us.
I think
thought.
you mispronounced Go Fasters.
They did.
Go faster. Go faster.
I miss those
I
pair,
haven't heard
those,
that.
those
man.
pair of Asics with the camo pattern.
Yeah.
on
I
them.
was like lightning Steve McQueen with those.
Hell
I went fast.
Yeah.
I went fast. I was like, I just want to go fast.
All right. The Norwegian military said the new policy reflects a supply shortage caused, at least in part, by the COVID-19 pandemic.
Oh, it's reached
No,
our
the
I
giant.
know.
Sure,
Get
that's
there.
what it was.
Yeah, the
reached our
Norwegian
ball sacks.
Defense Logistics Organization said that because of dwindling stockpiles, this move is necessary as it provides the armed forces with greater garment volumes available
No, this was
for new soldiers starting their initial service.
this was a supply sergeant that didn't do his job properly or was stealing the shit and selling it on the black market, and this is how he's covering his ass.
Dude,
Jizz-stained socks
just
and
free
underwear.
ball
There
it,
you
dude.
go.
Can
They
you
have
imagine the
free
CAF guy?
How short is your enlistment period where that shit lasts to the end of it?
2 years, I think, over there, isn't it?
So, you know, I kind of want to
Compulsory?
send him some stuff. Jones, if you could go in my bottom drawer, my cum rags down there. Let's send that over there.
I got a few
Pull it
happy
out.
socks.
They
I
could
guess,
wipe
on
their
there, right?
guns down with it.
Yeah.
That'd be nice.
These
Punch
socks
their
just
bores.
cut my feet up every time I wear them.
Crazy.
How low is your military on the priority list where you're having to reuse underwear?
It is Norway.
Is there
Yeah.
a reason why Norway has been taken over?
I'll
multiple
tell you
times?
exactly. I'll tell you exactly why.
This may be that reason.
They were Vikings in another lifetime.
I'll tell you exactly why. Now, I had a buddy of mine in the Marine Corps that, right when the war was kicking off, it was like just before, he did a deployment to Norway.
Deployment in Norway?
To participate.
Deployment or just a...
Deployment
do,
to do a NATO war game, and
Okay, okay,
basically
okay.
what happens is up in the mountains in Norway, there are caves there that are stuffed with U.S. military equipment.
Yep. Giant
for-
tunnels.
Yeah, that is a holdover from the Cold War. So if
Oh,
Russia
shit.
ever kicked things off, all we had to do was fly troops over, and there were vehicles
So it's
waiting
in
for
Norway?
them. Yeah, in Norway.
Okay. Wow.
A lot of M60s.
Yeah.
A
Well,
lot of M60s.
well, he was an LAV guy, so
Oh. Who was you with?
he was with OMP in Lejeune.
My buddy was with third Lawson retarded.
Yeah.
Out of stumps.
Yeah, every time I see Generation Kill, and they're like, LAVs, those are some bad motherfuckers. I'm like, no, they're not.
This
They're
guy keeps
really
telling
not.
me that he's a 0311, and I'm like, no, you're not.
No, you're not.
You don't walk anywhere.
No. Hashtag death before dismount.
That's right.
Oh, man.
So just to keep it in mind for how short their stint is, for the conscripts that they're asking to return all their shit, 19 months, not even 2 years.
Oh, it's... I get a
So
lot
it's very nice and worn in.
Are they issuing
I get a lot of-
whitey tighties? Because I wonder how many
Oh,
fucking
that's just-
skid marks are
Yeah,
going to
are
be
they,
on those. Man.
are
I'll
they
bring my
silky?
own.
Are they like Under Armour, really nice underwear? Because that could be, you know.
Dude, 19 months?
I have the same pair of Under Armour underwear for 10 years.
Dude, that's all I wear. All I wear.
great.
They're expensive as shit, but they're totally worth it because they last. I mean, I literally.
You
just got
guys
rid of
wear
a pair
underwear?
after like
free
15
ball.
years.
Yeah.
It just lasts forever.
No.
Yeah. J-Bot, some of us don't wear shorts everywhere, okay?
Oh, man.
But 19 months
Can't help
for a knee-high like combat sock? That
Oh,
thing's filled with cum for me.
that's-
That thing
yeah,
is...
that's-
I mean, I would max that thing
I
out.
don't know.
Oh, yeah.
All things considered,
All the way.
they look generally fairly well equipped from the picture that it's up on the screen right
Oh, I
now.
see it,
if you
yeah.
see
How
it.
do the canteens
they
look?
don't
That's
spend
how you
money
can
on underwear.
Really
That's
That's
know.
from
Yeah.
the underwear shop.
The
Let me see their-
canteens. Do
That's
they
funny.
drink out of their canteens? That's how you know if it's a good military force.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta-
I don't
Because
think
if they don't, that means they're good because that means most of their guys are pissing at them.
Yeah. I never deployed with a canteen ever.
Yeah.
Speaking of...
Camelback and a couple extra
yeah,
bladders. That's
Camelback.
it.
Yeah.
Something I just sent over to PD's Canteen Water, all that. Did you remember that thing I sent you yesterday, PD?
No.
The Cracker Barrel thing?
Moment.
Okay, all right. So Cracker Barrel just lost a fucking lawsuit for like $9 million to a guy that drank a little bit of bleached down water. Like back in 2014, and they finally saw the shit for $9 million.
$9 million?
$9 million?
For a little bit of bleach in his water. And I went,
I'm gonna bring bleach with
dude,
me.
that's what we have.
That's a Sanny
It's a water.
tab.
That's a water buffalo. And I'm like, and I sent him like, we drink that all the time. Like, where's my $9 million?
I'll settle for 2.
I like literally. Me and Pete are on the field sanitation team for our unit.
We
We're
know.
the ones that.
Right.
You have tabs for that now.
Yeah, we do like our job. No, we do tabs.
Unbelievable.
We just pour bleach straight in the fucking.
No.
buffalo.
You have tabs.
The patches
Oh, yeah,
we
our
made.
patches. Yeah,
You have
we have,
Ranger patches.
we do
for
have our
that.
patches. We have our FSG patches. We're
Oh
fucking
my
badass
gosh.
because of it.
But the
These
Rangers
are
are
the
They
really
use
guys-
that for everything. you know.
Fucking super guys, FSG.
No, dude, these guys fucking sent this course where we just got fucked up in a good time. And I'm like, and we just made patches for ourselves. We're like, FST. Field sanitation team, motherfucker.
They're never gonna know.
Yeah,
It's real. It's
real.
real.
It's the Army. They're always always going to think.
Our
that.
sergeant major was like, "That's some hot shit." I'm like, "Yeah, that's right."
Of course he
Oh,
said
I
that.
got a patch.
FST.
It's cool.
It's
Yeah.
FST. It's legit.
Yeah, it's got to be real.
But I'm like, dude, this guy got this guy got $9 million for drinking bleach water. I'm like, that's what we do in the military all the time.
Right.
It's a
I
water
mean, did he have
buffalo.
any health? Like in 2014, he's still alive. Obviously, it didn't hurt him very
You're
much.
right, right? Like he literally just took a swig and went, "Huh," and they're like $9 million. I'm like, oh my god.
Probably just had.
Dude, I'm about to go to the
really-
water buffalo and go.
I'm about to go inside and lick the
20
walls.
million, 30 million. I'm gonna keep going till I
Yeah,
explode.
just keep doing that right there.
Foaming at the mouth.
Yeah.
45 million. I made 45 million.
Yeah.
Yes.
Apparently, the limit was 50.
Bro, one more lick. One more lick. I get it up to 50.
I'm busting over here. All right, who wants a
I
throwback?
think it's time for a throwback.
I'll do it. It's Marine.
Ah, okay, go ahead.
All right, throwback. Hold my beer. All right. Marine veteran Thomas Fitzpatrick, known as Tommy Fitz, because of course he is, to his drinking buddies was awarded a Purple Heart for his service during the Korean War. But it was his barroom antics that minted his reputation for bravery. In 1956, Fitz was a New Jersey steam fitter who hung around the local bars across the Hudson in his childhood neighborhood, Manhattan's Washington Heights. One evening, on a barroom bet, he stole a plane and landed it in the Upper West Side, right in front of the bar where he'd been drinking. 2 years later, he did the exact same thing again.
Legend.
Yes,
Thanks.
hashtag legend. Both landings were pulled off incredibly narrow landing areas in the dark and after a night of drinking in Washington Heights taverns.
Fucking
And
just
with
amazing.
a well-lubricated pilot at the controls. Both times ended with Mr. Fitzpatrick charged with wrongdoing.
Wrongdoing, yes.
Wrongdoing.
Yes, good.
This is proof you don't need a sober pilot.
Yeah. Well,
All those United and American Airlines pilots have been doing it right the whole time.
I know. Who would have thought, right? The first of his flights was around 3 a.m. on September 30th, 1956, when Mr. Fitzpatrick, then 26, took a single-engine plane from the Teterboro School of Aeronautics in New Jersey and took off without lights or radio contact and landed on St. Nicholas Avenue
Dang.
near 191st Street. The New York Times called it a fine landing. And reported that it had been widely called a feat of aeronautics.
Oh my god.
Oh, there's more.
Oh gosh.
The second
Page
flight
2.
was October 4th, 1958, just before 1 a.m. According to the Times, Fitzpatrick had attempted the first flight after a drinking buddy challenged him to make it from New Jersey back to Washington Heights in just 15 minutes.
Alcohol was a factor.
Oh, yeah. But the second flight came after a bar patron refused to believe that he had done the first
I
flight.
swear to God, I did it. I fucking did it, bro. I fucking
Proof
did it.
for it. Proof
was,
it never
there was
happened.
a news article to prove that he did it. After a second flight, Fitzpatrick even gave New York police officers a typical hold my beer statement. It wasn't his fault. I never wanted to fly again, he said.
Jeez. Dude,
I was
how
forced to.
Fucking awesome is that
is-
story?
That's a way to
gosh.
go out, though.
This
That
is the
is-
ultimate no balls statement.
I love it, dude. Fucking Marine. You
Unbelievable.
know? I'm glad I picked the Marine one, especially having a Marine on today. This is fucking great. Like,
Yeah.
you guys suck compared to this. Like your generation has not done anything like these guys.
This
back
was
in
a
the day.
Korean War vet, right?
No, we had a guy
Yeah,
that was,
it had to be. It
was Korean?
Yeah,
I
he
think
was
so.
Korean
Hold
vet.
on.
He was Korean.
Can we get some back checking on him?
It was Korean War vet. It said in the,
Did
said
it?
in the
Did
opening
it?
one,
I,
yeah.
think it
yeah, I
said-
don't pay attention when you speak.
Of course not.
Korea was serious shit.
It
Yes,
was, and
yes.
everyone forgot
I mean,
about it.
Very, very few people in history have shot so many people that their barrels melt.
Yeah.
Right.
Frozen chosen, baby.
Like that and it happened to like every guy that was there.
Speaking of which,
Like,
I can't remember if it was Korea or China, but oh no, it's China. China is doing a movie about the Chinese involvement
Yes.
in the Korean War.
Oh
Actually,
yeah, they
right
did
now.
that.
it's
They
their
actually did it.
highest.
They
It's
did
their
it.
highest
Highest grossing
grossing movie right
Yeah.
now in China.
Yeah.
Wasn't a little bit of bullshit behind that though? They made.
Oh, I'm sure it's
It's very
propaganda as
propaganda,
fuck.
like
crazy.
Oh, yeah.
What I
But
heard.
You
It
see
is,
the
but
Chinese
yeah.
flag behind every
Yeah.
Chinese hero.
hashtag propaganda.
Chinese.
But they're actually saying, "Hey, listen, that was us. That was not the North Koreans."
Well, they're finally admitting it after
Right?
so
And
many
they're just
years.
making a movie about it and just saying, "Yeah, yeah, we did that."
After
So
70 years. Thanks,
They're,
guys.
they're making a movie how they got their asses kicked.
So
They didn't.
Fitzpatrick,
Yeah, I don't know
Okay.
how. I don't know how they end it. They got to end it with like the U.S. being nuked off the planet or something. Like it's got to be.
Yeah.
And they're like, "This is why we don't go to North Korea because there was nukes blown up there and everyone's dead."
Speaking of which, you know what North Korea does with U.S. defectors?
I don't know who.
They put them in the movie industry as the villains.
Oh my god, that's
so like
fantastic.
every U.S. defector is like a major celebrity in North
So
Korea.
people have defected from the
Yeah,
U.S.
dude,
to North Korea?
Yeah, there's like 5 or 6 of them.
Not that bad.
Wow.
Yeah.
How shitty does your life? Were they like in Detroit? Where were they? Like, you know what I'm saying? Were they like in a shithole where they're like, it can't be worse than this? Like, this may be worth
There's
it.
one guy that legitimately liked it so much he would rat on all the other U.S. defectors that are like, oh, this wasn't as good as I thought it would be. Yeah, and he would rat them out to the fucking supreme leader, man.
Oh my god, that's insane.
Yeah, well, the government gives them like wives and stuff like that if they like
Burritos.
fall in line and burritos. Yeah,
That's right. They created them.
They
Fuckers.
did.
created burritos.
What was
And
that?
cheeseburgers.
Jones,
So-
you telling Fitzpatrick there?
So he was actually in the Marine Corps and the Army.
Oh, nice.
Semper Hooah.
Semper Hooah.
So he lied about his age in World War II to join the Marines and fought in the Pacific Theater.
Nice.
A real man.
He was
Badass.
stationed. He was stationed in China. Before he was
he's a China
discharged
Marine.
2 years after the Second World War.
Jesus.
He did learn how to fly a reconnaissance plane during that time period.
Awesome.
Somebody had to pick up Doolittle.
And then he
Yeah.
joined the army and was stationed in Japan and was scheduled to return home when the Korean War began. And that he became the first person from New York City to be wounded in Korea when he was driving a ammo truck to rescue some soldiers by communist fire.
Holy shit.
Holy shit.
He's a hard charger, man.
Yeah, besides his cool hold my beer shit, he's got some real
He's got some cred, man.
Yeah.
awesome
Yeah.
fucking street
Guy.
cred in war.
He's got a drink named after him. It's not called the Fitzpatrick, but it's called the Late Night Flight.
Oh, tell me, what is it? What is it?
Try that.
What's in it?
We're about to find out.
There must be an homage.
This is fucking great. I love it. I guess I just randomly pull this fucking out of a hat here.
I know exactly what I'm making everyone tonight, regardless of what they order.
Late night flight. Here you go.
I'm gonna Bill Murray the fuck out of this.
Just put it on your drink special.
It's-
whenever you get to it.
Here, you know what? I'll get back to you when I
Yeah,
find it.
yeah,
but
yeah,
it's
totally.
getting buried under a whole bunch of other random
All right,
shit.
have
Oh,
fun
yeah.
with that. All right, we'll continue on. That's pretty awesome, though.
Also, I really want to
is-
know because drinks with stories like that are
That's
primo for
fucking-
for people
Well,
to
yeah,
eat
that wasn't
shit
just
up.
some like slack dick though. Like,
No.
that guy was the real deal.
Oh,
And
yeah.
was like, I'm gonna fly here.
That was some major big dick energy.
really
right there.
didn't research this fucking dude, but wow, that's even cooler.
They need to make a movie out of him. This would be
the
a
best.
great comedy.
Oh,
Did he get out as a Lance Corporal or?
Probably.
standard.
I'm imagining so. Yeah.
Standard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got discharged as a PFC for life out of the army too.
Played by a young Chevy Chase.
Oh yeah. Well, we can't go back to that.
No.
No.
All right, it's that time of the show. It is time for our POG Professional, the POG Pro. All right.
salute you.
Yeah, you haven't done shit, but that's cool. All right.
All right, so
in the back.
this week,
This one's a touching one, guys.
it's a touching one.
Who wants to do it? You
I
want-
got it.
Yeah.
I say we have Pete. He's got the somber voice.
I'll touch things.
Our POG Pro, Betty White.
Betty White.
Ooh.
Our
POG
POG
Pro.
Betty
Probably
White.
would have touched you too.
A World War
R.I.P.
II volunteer and trailblazing TV talent who starred in a string of Hollywood hits spanning 7 decades. Not only was she an amazing actress, she also served during World War II as a member of the American Women's Voluntary Services, a true legend on and off the screen. Founded on the eve of war in 1940, the American Women's Voluntary Services placed more than 325,000 women in key industries by 1945, freeing others to enter the armed forces. Volunteers served in a wide variety of occupations, including cryptographers, fire watchers, crop pickers, auto mechanics, switchboard operators, and textile workers. Shortly after the Japanese attack on Pearl Harbor, the 20-year-old White donned her AWVS uniform as a delivery driver, running PX supplies to troops bivouacking in the Hollywood Hills.
Good on you. I miss you. Almost made that 100.
Also, speaking of Betty White and another member of the Golden Girls, B. Arthur.
Beer.
B. Arthur.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Also, she's an army chick.
She was in the Marines.
Oh, she was in the
yeah.
Marines?
Yeah.
B. Arthur was in the Marine
Knew I
Corps.
liked her. I knew I liked
What was
her.
it?
Yeah, I remember that.
What was that movie? Airheads. A naked picture
Pictures of B. Arthur.
Football helmet with cottage cheese. Naked pictures of B. Arthur.
Fucking Judd Nelson.
Yeah.
B. Arthur. Outstanding.
Outstanding. B. Arthur. Outstanding. Airheads, man, fucking
Fucking
great.
great.
It's like
Gotta
a
love.
great movie.
I need to rewatch that. That's called The Quiet Cool.
Yeah, that's right. Hats off to Betty White.
Cheers to you, dear.
You will be missed.
Cheers.
Oh, thank you for serving. All right. It is that time of the show. This is the Scumbag Moment. Scumbag Service Members of the Week. All right, who wants the first scumbag up?
I think I have to take it because it's Fort Bliss.
Oh, yeah,
right.
that's their
Oh,
dad's
good.
territory, bro.
That's right. They serve
Dumping
together.
grounds.
Scumbag service member number 1, Levante Keyshawn Henry.
Keyshawn. There you are.
That is a
With a shaving profile, apparently.
Yeah.
You got a shave waiver.
Yeah.
Right?
His name sounds like something from a Key and Peele skit.
He was just over. He was locked up over the weekend, probably. That's what just some growth.
You done fucked up now, AA Ron.
A Fort Bliss soldier was kicked out of a bar before a drive-by shooting on New Year's Eve in the Cincinnati Entertainment District, a state prosecutor said.
There's an entertainment district in
Sounds
Cincinnati.
like you got out
We've
right
gone
at the
over this
good
before.
time.
In El Paso, they call it the Cincy Entertainment. It's
Oh,
so
that's
confusing.
right. When Glock was on, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Levante Keyshawn Henry, 26, so they did not serve with my dad, faces charges of driving while intoxicated and deadly conduct. No one was injured by the gunshots, which struck the front door and an outside wall of the bar at about 12 a.m. January 1. Henry was upset after getting kicked out of the bar for fighting before allegedly driving past and firing 4 gunshots.
Yes, because that's going to get you back in.
Right.
Fuck you.
Okay, come on
Bullets
in.
take over for me.
I'll be back next
man.
week.
El Paso police officer working in a nightlife district heard the gunfire and saw a car speeding down the 200 block of Baltimore Drive. Tactical unit officers followed and stopped the car driven by Henry, who was ordered out of the vehicle at gunpoint. Henry allegedly had a .40 caliber handgun and spent bullet casings were found inside the car.
I knew it was going to be a 40.
Right.
Knew it.
Henry was arrested at the scene on a DWI charge while an investigation into the shooting continued. After Henry bonded out of jail on the DWI case, an arrest warrant was issued for him on the deadly conduct charge in connection with the shooting.
Boom. So we'll
Surprised
follow
they
that
couldn't
up.
get them both at once.
Yeah, it's
I,
almost like
I believe he just gave it guilty.
Guilty.
He gives it the guilty. All right.
It's
Fair enough.
almost like they had him in jail, then they let go.
Yes, they did.
And then we're like, no, we're just
Oh,
come
wait. Sorry,
back.
dude. Just kidding.
Yeah, just kidding. Come back, please.
If it was
Psych.
if it was that Kentucky judge,
No,
he'd
my
tell 'em-
favorite is always when they're on their way out, and that's when you reissue the arrest warrant. So they're thinking they're coming
yeah, they
out. and it's
snatch
like,
'em right-
you're
right at
coming
the
back
gate.
in.
So I got a question about this. If you're already in the service, how does a judge, what military branch do they order you to go to after that?
I was about to say, it's like judge is like it's either jail or the military.
I mean, he's already in the Army. He's already in the shittiest branch around. So, like,
Check.
what-
You're going
into Corps.
Well, either
what I
way, it's just going to
believe-
Leavenworth.
From what I believe, it's civilian court deals out justice. And then when he gets out, he'll go for a court martial.
no, I get that, but I mean,
Yeah.
like what when the judge punishes him for this minor offense, like
Yeah.
what branch of the service is he going to have to go into?
Minor offense.
Oh, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, right. Like, where do you go from there?
I like that's minor offense.
What's worse?
I mean, this is this is a lesser offense than sexual assault.
I agree.
He
didn't hit anybody.
Well, here's actually another one coming up. Somebody hit it. I'm going to give it and then the prostate's acting up. So
I can't
somebody
believe
go
he
ahead.
didn't even hit anybody. He shot 4 times. What was he doing?
It-
Celebrating that he got kicked out?
Army
Hard when you're
marksmanship.
driving.
Yeah.
Hey, fuck off. It's when you're driving,
drunk.
driving and popping out, or this way or that way. I mean,
That's just lack of good training.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
yeah, whatever.
You go make peepees.
Is this another one
Hit the next one up,
Next one up.
and I'll give you the
from
graphic.
Fort Bliss? I mean?
a peepees.
All right.
Another Fort Bliss asshole.
Yeah.
Do you want this one too?
I'll take it.
All
Shit,
right,
might
take
as
this
well.
one.
Yeah.
On a roll today.
Yeah. Scumbag number 2, Army Sergeant Justin Copenhagen, or Cope. Sergeant Justin Cope assigned to a Fort Bliss, Texas cavalry unit. That's a double whammy.
You guys
there.
still have horses?
Yeah.
It's a tradition thing.
Unit faces a
Iron horses.
general court-martial on charges that he committed aggravated assault against a child in 2017 and murdered another child with his bare hands
What
in
is
February
going
2019.
Were they his kids?
Oh, well, let's see what the article says.
Can we just let the court martial take care of this and just shoot this bastard? I mean,
Well, we also have a Semper Hooah judicial process, too, where skip the court, send them to us, we'll take care of it.
boom.
Yeah.
Right? In the back alley.
We treat him like that French pilot.
deranged.
Oh man.
Oh, okay. So, Cope of 1st Squadron, 1st Cavalry Regiment, which is part of the 1st Armored Division, 2nd Armored Brigade Combat Team,
That's a mouthful.
has entered a guilty plea according to court-martial docket records.
Dang.
The charge sheet does not specify whether Cope allegedly assaulted his own children, nor does it specify their ages.
See, because if it's your own kids, I can totally understand why you can get so pissed off and choke the living life out of them.
death.
I mean, I don't have kids, so I don't know.
Right.
Kind of fucked up.
I feel like doing that to some other people's kids. I'm just saying.
The death occurred off post and was initially investigated by the El Paso Police Department, though it's not clear when or why they relinquished control of the case to the Army's CID. the department refused to release case records, citing Texas statutes restricting what they can disclose about crimes involving children. I don't care.
Scumbag.
Guilty.
Scumbag.
And how do they allow him to have a plea deal? Like, I feel like at a certain point for certain crimes, you shouldn't be able to plea out.
I agree.
Yeah.
No.
It should just be no. You have to go to trial.
I agree.
You get no leeway from us.
Unless you're going to plead guilt, unless you're going to totally plead no contest guilty, punish me.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Save everyone the
killing
effort.
kids. That's kind of where you draw the line. You know,
It'd
be a good line to
Pisses
draw.
I mean,
me
I,
off.
I personally don't think anyone who murdered anyone should get a plea deal of any
Any
kind.
kind.
Of any kind, yeah,
Yeah,
but
you know.
especially kids. 'cause
If you
kids
think
are
that's
helpless.
bad, here comes our next segment to catch a service member, which is the sickest part of our show. But we want
Fantastic.
But we love. Hey, what are you doing here? We love to put these fuckers out. And who wants to get our? Or we only have one this week that I want to do because like I said, they make my stomach turn.
Yeah.
I'll take this one.
All right.
To catch a service member, Aaron D. Sutherland, no relation to Kiefer Donald.
Damn.
A
That we know
soldier that we know of. A soldier stationed at Fort Stewart was
Steer it.
Y'all got that.
Yeah.
Soldier stationed at Fort Stewart has pleaded guilty to production of child pornography in a Project Safe Childhoods investigation involving 13-year-old victim. Aaron D. Sutherland, 28, of Fort Stewart, pleaded guilty to production of child pornography on January 13th. Sutherland faces a mandatory minimum sentence of 15 years to a maximum of 30, so it should be a minimum of 30.
Skip all his fines. Can we just hit the thing really quick?
Yeah.
Ready? Jump. Petey.
Oh.
Yeah, come on, dude. I'm waiting on you.
Yeah.
I wanted to
creepy
see what the
Before we go
details
on.
were, yeah.
We're going.
Keep
we're
going with the details, but just
All
hit
right.
it a couple times. Thank you. Guilty. Thank
All
you.
right. Blah, 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 blah. Prison to be followed by at least 5 years to a lifetime of supervised release and $250,000 fine. In addition, Sutherland will have to register as a sex offender for life upon his release from federal prison. Sentencing has been scheduled for April 28th.
He also has to live in Judge Joe Brown's basement.
Ooh. Sutherland admitted he began communicating with a 13-year-old female while he was on active duty at Fort Stewart. In February of 2021, Sutherland enticed the victim to send multiple nude images and videos of sexual nature and asked to meet the child to engage in sexual activity.
Asshole.
The minor victim's mother discovered her child messaging an adult male in April 2021 after she observed her child acting strangely and confiscated her phone. In the messages, Sutherland stated the victim's age. The mother reported the crime to authorities, and Sutherland was arrested on May 3rd, 2021. Sutherland provided law enforcement with his secret image vault where he saved all the pictures and all the videos of the child.
Woo. Guilty.
Jesus.
At least he admitted to his
Guilty.
shit and didn't fight it.
And when he goes to
he
jail,
is in
no protective custody.
First of all,
30 years
God,
given to the
that poor girl. That's
hitting you.
how did
Gross.
that con
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's probably the gelled hair.
Hopefully,
Oh, yeah,
It might
probably.
be the gelled hair.
Yeah.
He's going for
Nowadays
that whole
are
Games
dumb.
of
I'll put him
Thrones
back up. I'll
look.
keep him up.
He's definitely
He looks like
he's
he
a dapper
belongs in
Dan
a
man.
boy band.
Yes, absolutely.
He,
But like a really bad boy band.
Yeah.
30 years won't be enough. Just kill him. And actually, give him like 30 years as right before they release him, and then somebody just stab him in the fucking throat.
Oh,
Why don't you just castrate
punish
him and then just pass him around jail?
That too.
there
I'm
you
sure
go.
that'll happen
That's
anyway.
what they should do.
I'm
is
sure they'll
castrate him.
Not the
and then-
castrating part, but the passing around will happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh.
But
He
no,
actually
these guys, they
did
get
stuff
protective
with
custody
this?
of jail, so then they don't get, that's
Bullshit.
kind
I,
of crazy.
I recommend he just be someone's bitch right out the gate.
Right.
Absolutely. Bubba is the guy that I'm
Dang.
Yeah.
I'm
You find the-
volunteering for this.
You find the biggest guy in the prison yard, just become his bitch.
Yep.
You know, it's like
You'll
when
be
we
good.
get new soldiers, we got to be their sponsors, right? Here's your inmate sponsor.
Oh my God.
Here's Bubs.
Here's Bubs.
Here's Bubs. He's gonna be cornholing you on the nightly. All right.
Oh,
That's why we
man.
made you guys
Super
cellmates.
good. It's super
Yes.
You guys
You'll-
get
you'll-
the twin beds.
You'll get used to it.
All right.
Like
enough.
you?
I know I did.
All right. Enough of that bullshit. All right. It's time. That show.
Pete's right next to me.
our military movie review.
We don't have any
All right.
snacks.
No snacks. No snacks. God damn it. And our movie
so
this
fat.
week.
I'm bringing popcorn next week.
Lanci picked a very good one. One of my favorites. It's not even just a quarterly. It's
one of your
almost
wife's-
a weekly.
it's your
Yeah,
wife's
it's almost like a
favorite.
weekly for us in our household, just to fall asleep to.
I
We
think I've
just
seen
put
it more
back
times
on.
here
Just
than anywhere
peaceful
else.
is
The
what it
soothing
is.
sounds of like AK and 5.56
You
going off with a
can't.
couple
How do
RPGs.
you? Yep.
And the movie is 13 Hours, The Secret Soldiers of Benghazi.
I wish this movie came out when I was still working on the embassy because I would have loved to have shown this on movie night in the
It
bar.
happened while you're working
Yes.
there, though,
Yes, it
too.
did.
And while I was
Yes.
actually overseas, too, this all happened down, too. All right, so here, 13 Hours, 2016's Michael Bay. Not a typical Michael Bay movie.
Not at
I'm going to
all.
give you the...
There's dialogue in
I'm going
this
to give
one.
you the absolute bullshit
And no Megan Fox.
IMDb's
Oh, yeah.
horrible description of this. During an attack on the U.S. compound in Libya, a security team struggles to make sense out of the chaos. That's literally
make sense,
IMDb's.
like-
Yeah.
They didn't struggle to make sense of the
Total
chaos.
bullshit.
They knew exactly what was going on.
Yeah.
They're like, we're here. We know what's happening.
They saw it happen beforehand.
So-
you would say, dare I say it, they could tell
Our
the future.
cast for 13 Hours. John Krasinski from The Office as,
That dude turned into a total dreamy badass.
Oh,
as
dude,
Jack
Ryan.
Sylvia.
Jack Ryan.
Oh,
Played that too. As Jack Sylvia. Pablo Schreiber as Chris Pronto, the Tonto man. Loved him in that. He was very good in that. James Dale. I can't. Is it badge? Or is it the actual badge?
That's
I
actually
don't
how
know if
you
it
spell
was,
badge.
No, I know, but I didn't know if he had it. You actually got me on one. That's good. But I didn't know if like
that
he-
almost never happens.
Yeah, but
No,
I
it
was
doesn't.
wondering if he was like also there's a way to say badge. Like really, your middle name's Badge.
Why do you make it harder?
Baj.
Just because it's a name?
Baj? Yeah.
Baj.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. Like,
James,
is it Baj?
James Beigedale? Is that what
Is
you're
it
going to say
beige?
too?
I was actually
It's
thinking
not a
it.
color.
He maybe is the French. You never know.
I know. That's what I was
They
wondering.
don't count, man.
Yeah, but last name Dale though.
Although I want one of those like only dropped once FN Moss. That would be really nice.
So James
Those are nice.
Badge Dale as Tyrone Roan
Jesus
Woods.
Christ, dude.
Yeah, you don't mean names. Roan. So he also played in The Pacific. Great role in that.
Fantastic. Played Eugene Leckie.
All right, we got Dave Denman. Right?
Yeah, that's actually an easy one.
Yeah.
Can't.
You know me
get
with
it tore
names.
up.
I know. It's all right.
Necessary.
It's all right.
It's his
Played
Polish
as
heritage.
Dave Boone Bettman. Also, David Denman was also in The Office.
Yes, he was.
Played Eskimo Brothers 2, John Krasinski.
Yeah. Yes, he
They
did.
both fuck Pam. It was awesome.
Come on, bro.
Yeah, good for them.
I have not heard
That's
that
like-
in a long ass
I
time.
know. I was like,
Eskimo
wait a
Brothers?
second.
I was going to leave something out because my wife was getting pissed off because I mentioned it earlier before. We'll talk offline about that.
Oh gosh.
Oh, I know where this is going.
We'll talk
So
offline
do I.
about that. Dominic, yeah, you know what's up. And also, you know who's, yeah, you know what's up. Like
Yeah.
everyone listening.
She a fan of the show?
I think she is.
Yeah, you guys should make sure she like accepts the invite to the show.
Pretty sure. Yeah. All right, we're done talking about this at this point. So otherwise, the show's not going to go on much longer if we keep doing this. All right, Dominic Fusman as John Teagan. Yeah. I don't remember him much in anything else besides this movie. I'm trying to remember him.
This is his breakthrough role.
Yeah, was it?
No.
All right,
He might
one
just do a lot of character.
Well, actually, one of my
shit.
favorites too, and this was Max Martini as Mark Osgeist. Max Martini's been in a lot of shit. Played a
He was in the
a
unit.
SEAL and a bunch of different things. He's
Yeah.
played. He's
Yeah.
He looks like a badass.
dude.
Yeah.
Like
The
real,
whole cast they
Plus
did
his-
very well.
Yes, they did.
plus his voice. Max Martini just does a great voice.
Yeah, I mean he dexterly, makes my
Uh,
skin tingle.
We had a French whore in here, Alexa Barlieri, whatever.
Barlier?
Barlier, I don't know.
Barlier?
It's Sonia.
The French
Sonia.
one?
Yeah. She played the
Barlier?
French.
I'm not going to give you
fucking-
shit for that one. It is French.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sonia.
So,
And then David Costable. There's Bob, the chief of the the unit. Also played in The Office, by the way.
Yes.
So that's a trio. He played like the adjuster for when.
Yeah.
Nickname of No Nuts.
Yeah. Real piece of shit. This whole movie. Yeah.
Also, you're forgetting about Toby Stevens.
Look, I was
Yeah.
just doing the top like 6, 7, 8 here.
The good ones.
yeah.
He was a good one. Didn't you see Dark
Yeah, but
Black Sails?
not until Doug. Like
Yeah, he
further
was.
down the
And
list.
he really is because he's actually one of the characters that does. With spoilers, if you haven't seen it already, Jesus Christ, does croak.
Yeah.
In the movie, it's sad.
Yeah.
All right,
Wah, wah.
let's get in your fucking notes, Sami's notes, and then we'll get into our ratings on this one. Buddy.
Yeah, so I took a lot of them because
No shit.
after living on the embassy and being on an embassy when all this shit went down, it
Yeah.
was like Yeah, watching the movie just really infuriated me. And also, I was on the U.S. Embassy when ISIS was knocking at our door, so like
Makes it way more.
It
You
was
can relate to it a
a
lot.
little bit more visceral to me.
Yeah,
Yes.
seeing overseas around the same time. I agree. It's sketch
Yeah,
balls.
and like when ISIS was like knocking on Baghdad's door, it was when I was supposed to go on vacation, so I was trying to get to the airport during all that. It took 5 hours to get through all the security and a mob of people, and I saw people like throwing kids out of the way and shit. So
Cool. Let's
you
talk
know.
about the movie, not about you.
Yeah,
Fuck
so
off.
we're
It's not
going
your.
to.
it's
I'm
not
just
your
saying,
movie.
it was a lot for me.
I
All right,
agree.
so
Jerking yourself off.
anyway. The opening reminded me of contracting in Baghdad. Like
No
I
shit,
said.
we got over
Yeah,
that.
no shit.
Next.
Note 1, note 2.
The
note
embassy
3.
bureaucracy was spot on.
The bullshit.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Just absolutely spot on with the way things like function on an embassy. So they got that right. They got the force protection cats right on the money.
Yep.
Like every single one of those guys played that role to a T. And I hung out with a lot of those guys because they were all like former Army, Marines, things like that. A lot of us even served together in time. So
Which is kind of funny because the guy that was actually over there is someone we know that we went to high school with.
Yeah.
And speaking of Eskimos, married to the Eskimo. And,
Yeah.
yeah,
So, yeah.
we were on the
that's-
embassy together.
Yeah.
Oh, were you?
Yeah.
Holy.
Yeah.
It's definitely.
Small world, who, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
That's weird. I worded that
6
way.
degrees of
That's
Kevin
so
Bacon.
bad I just did that. That's it's horrible that
It's all
I
good.
said it that way.
It's all good.
Lost a few flowers.
let's see,
All right, go on. That's all right.
I'm going to say this. Good on Michael Bay for making a movie without Megan Fox or giant robots.
Yeah.
I mean, good for him.
We didn't
Yeah.
need the robots.
Didn't need him.
Yeah.
There was a little like bullet time though.
Yeah, I
Mortar
will
time.
admit,
but that was very important the way it was
It was
done.
very
Yeah.
tastefully done.
Yeah.
Yes.
I
It was,
went-
and
Yes,
he
it
didn't
was.
incorporate a love story like they did in Pearl Harbor, where they had to shoehorn that shit in there.
No, I enjoyed the fact that he was pissed off at. Well, there was no. Everyone had a wife or this or that off over there.
Yeah.
The only woman that was there was the French cunt who turned out to be decent at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, she was a CIA asset.
Well, I love
so
her
she-
being fucking.
Yeah.
Go on though.
Anyway, all right. The hit on the annex is why Baghdad was a green zone,
Yeah.
right? The way that they had the embassy set up in Baghdad in the green zone, just so they had like layers of protection that could collapse in on itself, right?
Right. But the annex by itself was not supposed to be there.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
even the
Yeah.
outpost wasn't.
Exactly, but like all of our annexes that we had in Iraq at the time, like we had one in Basra, and then we had one up in Erbil in Kurdistan.
Kurdistan.
Yeah, and
Erbil's
like we didn't
like-
have to worry about the Kurds,
Yeah, yeah.
really.
Yeah, no.
Basra was pretty
Those
much
guys are
like
cool
no one
as
was
hell.
doing shit down there anyway,
Yeah.
So, let's see, poor defensive security in high threat countries. I mean, I thought they showed that too because when I was, again, in Baghdad, like nothing screams to you like you don't feel safe when you're going onto an embassy that is protected by Ugandans and not actual military personnel.
Yeah.
Yes.
And the Ugandans
Local security is.
hold on, and the Ugandans have one magazine for like every person that switches that post.
Yep.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah, that's very unnerving.
Like an actual handover of fucking arms. At
Yeah,
the,
yeah, they hand over
I've
their-
seen it before too, right?
Yeah,
like,
it's
it's
like,
a little concerning.
Seriously, why don't we just camp a platoon of Marines? We have embassy protection as our mandate.
right.
Let's see. Delaying the movement of troops that can help is why the military decisions need to be made by the fucking military.
Yeah.
They hit that on the head too.
Yeah.
This is also why they shouldn't have had to call back to Hillary Clinton and the president to say, "Hey, can we do this?" No, they should have done that.
I think how quickly they were going all the way up the chain. They showed it really quickly how it was all going.
Yeah.
That part I enjoy. Like they're like, all right, it goes hits here, hits there, hits that command. Next thing you know,
Yeah.
they go, POTUS is being briefed.
Yeah,
You know?
and then the chain stops at the Secretary of State who can't be disturbed while she sleeps. Anyway,
Damn.
let's see. The station chief that's too weak to act.
Yes.
He's from
Again,
Chicago.
typical
Makes sense.
typical bureaucracy. Politicians should have been hung in public for this. To be honest with you, this is kind
Especially
of
for an
separating from the
yeah.
movie a little bit. But yeah, this is.
But at the same time, the movie doesn't actually get into any of that at all.
yeah,
No, and it does a very good job of kind of skirting it and just putting out the information.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think because they can't deviate too much because there's so many people, like all the actors, actually were talking with the people that were really there.
yeah.
So they
Yeah.
can't really deviate because these guys are not like
Yeah,
sit down guys. They're not going to let you just kind of
Yeah.
roll over them.
No.
Yeah.
Once you're done with your notes, I got some
Yeah,
real
I'm gonna
shit to hit
I'm gonna
on it,
gloss
so.
over some of
Yep.
these. Let's see. See, I'm gonna leave that one out. The machine gun truck folded before the Bay effect.
That was there was some Bay effect there.
There-
So, yeah, I do remember that
There
part.
was a few things where
I
I'm
mentioned that too.
I'm just watching. I'm like, oh, Michael Bay, you just couldn't not do that, could you?
So there was a couple spangly little starkly lights showing. Pew, 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 pew.
Gotta Hollywood it. They have
That's not a plot.
Let's see. The black. I love the Black Hawk Down reference in there too.
Yeah.
Yep.
The bouncing RPGs. That's accurate too. I remember seeing that in Fallujah. Michael Bay should definitely do more movies like this.
Yeah, I honestly.
Versus Transformers.
Yes, like this is to me, it's one of his.
How he got Anthony
favorite.
Hopkins, I'll never know. Anyway,
It's his English accent.
I know, right? I loved it when the station chief like literally got told off by like all the guys under him, like "fuck you, dude."
Oh,
Yeah,
every time.
yeah.
Like, once shit kicked off, that
Yeah.
was hot.
Yeah.
They're like, "You're in my world now." It's like, oh my,
God, that's-
My pants can only get so tight.
that is how you verbally rape a politician. Right
Yeah.
there.
That guy had been waiting to do that for so long.
I actually saw this movie in theaters first,
Oh,
which was
really?
so
Yeah.
fucking.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, is the same time when that goddamn Aurora Batman shooting fucking thing happened. So I was
No,
like,
that was way after that because
no, it wasn't that far away after. It literally happened like. Because you went to the
Yeah,
theater
yeah,
with me.
'cause- yeah.
I brought the gun to the theater going, all right, motherfucker, try it.
Yeah.
Because remember there
This
was
is not the theater you want
because
to come in.
yeah, because there was that cop sitting outside.
And
I'm like, oh good, I'm glad there's a cop out here.
And your
Yeah.
wife was like, "Do you really have to bring the gun?"
And I go, yeah, good, there's backup because I'm sitting
Yep.
there just like popcorn and pistol going, like aimed at the fucking edge.
I'm
Like, go ahead, try it,
ready.
asshole. Just ready. Oh, yeah, he's coming in. I got this. Enjoy this flick as I clock off a couple rounds.
yeah.
All right, go on. Sorry.
Again, this is going back to one of my previous points. This whole thing, like, they really showed why you don't hire local security. Like,
Yeah,
when the
well.
local guys are just like, "Hey, they're leaving."
Oh yeah.
I mean, yeah, to the Feb 17 guys, and yeah.
How are you talking to the bad guys? I have their phone number.
Yeah, I have their phone.
What?
I love the part where it's like,
And that's how they are.
I
That's
was
how
like,
they are.
hello, like in the middle of this shit, like, hello.
It's no big deal. It's my brother-in-law. You know,
It's like I call up Sven right now and we'd be okay.
You should leave.
Yeah.
Shit is going to happen. Yeah. It's going to be very bad.
my brother-in-law called me. You know,
It's going to be very bad.
we talked over hookah last night. Anyway, dropping bodies from the roof. That was just fucking amazing.
Well, that whole scene where they're back in their attic, and they're like,
Yeah.
oh my god,
Oh,
is that
yeah.
hot.
It's
That
just
whole-
the-
that's just hot.
Lasers,
very-
lasers out over Zombieland.
Like, just-
And it's not like that's like real shit.
Yeah.
Like I've seen that plenty of times. You probably have too. Is
Yeah.
all the freaking packs go on and you're just like, these guys are fucked. Like
got this one.
they
got this
have
one.
no idea what's coming their way when they keep coming.
I saw a C-130 strike mission through NVGs in
Oh, that's
Fallujah, and
insane.
that was amazing.
That's-
I'm like, this is so cool.
God, yes. Just,
Oh my God.
Light of God coming out of the sky.
We didn't rate that
They
shit.
just upgrade their weapon system too.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, they went with another higher caliber. I went, really? Because it wasn't big enough.
Yeah, they took one gun away and just put a bigger one
in there.
You're like, we can
It
fit
wasn't big enough.
50,000
Jones, you
pounds
looked that
of
up.
ammo.
What do they upgrade the AC-132? I forgot.
Also, the fact that they asked for that kind of shit and they didn't have it on station.
oh yeah, it's so
Oh,
yeah.
well, they had it, but they weren't going to cross the med with it, right?
Yeah, something
They
like
had it right in Italy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they were like, yeah, no, sorry, guys, we can't make it.
They should have had that fucking thing on station the day
I
before.
believe there's a rotator, like there were like guys on, ready, just flown around, but they were not allowed to come in. I'm trying to figure out this whole part. Why the
I thought
fuck
a lot
not?
of this was just
It's probably from the SOFA agreements.
a political thing. That's why, and it was
This
like
is what I don't understand about this political thing about it, because like, dude, we bombed the shit out of this place, right? We liberated Libya.
We literally filmed
Yeah, right?
Gaddafi
But
getting
I thought
murdered.
it's because the site wasn't supposed to.
I understand that, but
exist,
we had a embassy, we had a consulate there, right? We had an ambassador.
Oh, well,
that
the
was,
the embassy, yeah, I
right.
get
So
it.
regardless of the
Yeah.
annex being there, you had a consulate that was there, and the ambassador was there. So
Yeah.
why is this an issue to send in anything
Yeah,
else?
well-
I understand the CIA thing. Keep that hush.
I think
part.
they figured the ambassador was already gone.
Also, flying.
and they were like, what else can we do about it?
also
Still
flying.
fucked up.
It's fucked up.
Like with that pit in your stomach
Yeah.
right there.
yeah.
Like what?
I mean,
Also, flying a high-level cap over the country is not exactly going to say, "Oh, the annex is here."
yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
or
You
even
know.
a drone. They could have
Yeah.
flown a drone over, and that literally scares the
They
shit
could have
out
had
of
like
them.
5 or 6 predators in the area.
I mean, literally just fly the thing right over.
Yeah.
But it
general
costs
area.
money.
Any more notes before we get into like some spiel about it? 'Cause-
Yeah.
we're spieling.
Yeah, I think we should just. Yeah,
I got
yeah.
some more spiel I really want to get into.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I got real bad ADD.
No, everything else is just me just going in on the same things. Oh, they can't get mortar rounds. I can't get 5.56 ammo.
Yeah, fuck them. But I love the market.
no.
The market was nice.
Well,
so.
it's
two rocket. You want two rocket?
No,
I was
yeah,
like,
yeah.
I want some fucking rockets.
Yeah, it's
God
like,
damn,
it's
that'd
like
be
all
awesome.
those guys, they get all the cool shit, all the cool old Russian shit over in these third world shitholes, and I can't find 5.56 at a decent price.
Yeah, because the fucking market downtown over here is horrible. Where's this market where I
You
get
gotta
the
go to the
RPGs,
Moog with a C-130.
Yeah, and my dad only loads competition shit, and he's in Arizona
yeah.
now, so it's like I don't want to
Shipping costs will kill you.
Yeah, and I don't want to blast that stuff off. It's
No.
good stuff.
Yeah.
Some real talk about this movie though too. So I watched the interview. It was with Tig, Tonto, and Boone.
Like the real ones?
Yes, the real ones,
okay.
the real guys. Interviewed by a vet
Actors portrayed.
who were on filming for everything for this movie. Were part of the whole everything going on for it. They actually didn't watch the full final product. They were watching like parts and everything going on there. But their interview just straight up says accurate as fuck. They took everything we said, everything we did. The actors that portrayed the ones that did pass away did a very good fucking job because they went to their family members, did everything else.
Yep.
Did a great job. But the dudes that were actually there go, yes, accurate, exactly how it happened.
So
Not just like one guy going like we're not talking a Marcus Luttrell type. Maybe it did happen, didn't happen. No, like 3 dudes going, yeah, that's this. They did this. They did that. I agree.
Yep.
So touching on that though, one of my notes I'm going to point out.
Yeah.
A former Spec Ops dude asking if a 240 Bravo is a loud motherfucker. You would think that he would probably know that.
Max Martini, man. Yeah, I remember that scene. That was great. Puts the swabs in his ears.
Is that loud?
Is that loud?
Pretty sure.
How did you make it this far, dude? I would think you have shot this once or twice.
What it should have been is you're not going to put a can on that?
Yeah, right? Exactly.
But I love his voice though too with it. That thing loud. It's just like this whole
Oh, yeah.
scratchy, like
Gravelly and shit.
yeah, it
that
is.
character, you're just like, that dude's fucking hard.
Well, he's like how he. That's him. Every like role he plays like that. He's always
Yeah.
playing like that. Hey, dude, what's up? I'm like,
Yep.
oh god. I'm like, God, yeah, I want to go shooting and killing things with you. What can I murder with you?
All right. Yeah.
Helicopter bores.
Yeah, but that's it for me. I think the rest is all into banter. I think I kinda
All right.
deviated a lot on this one.
Let's get into some ratings here.
No Chuck Norris facts for this one.
No, that's all right. Sami, you gave it 4. No, that's not right.
No, you got the 13 hours thing.
Oh yeah, whoops. I'm still behind there.
I totally forgot what I gave it because I watched it a week ago.
4.5. 4.5.
I gave it 4.5.
Hoorah.
The Michael Bay effect took it down a little bit.
Yeah, you know, I'm gonna agree with you a little bit on that one here. I'm gonna take that one down. I give 4.5 as well. I was about to give 5. I have given it 5 for so many years. I love this fucking flick. There is the Bay.
Yeah.
Even though it's his best fucking movie ever.
Yeah.
I think it's his best. Lowest
Lowest
he brought
budget.
in.
Less Michael Bay bullshit
Actually,
than
50
normal.
million was the budget. Brought in like 69 million overall. So like just the worst fucking for him.
Damn.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think
Well,
politically it fucked him.
it's a politically charged movie, even though it doesn't talk politics.
I mean,
Well,
I thought they did really good with skirting the politics, and you just get
Oh
to
yeah,
see
right.
Yeah.
But
what
it
happens
also was
and-
launched like right during the 2016 campaign.
Yep.
But anyway, fantastic fucking movie. Loved it. Like I said, a couple little things that actually the one scene that annoys me the most, the only one that really pisses me off, right in the beginning when they're getting stopped, and the whole little gun swappy swap when they're doing like he's holding it, and all of a sudden
I was like, why? What did they
why
do?
are they like
Why?
that was Michael Bay. That
They-
was like
they
a full
cross-drawed
like,
the
the
shit
cross
out
draw
of
the
it.
shit drum like guns here. I got this
And
here.
you're
I was
like,
what is
that's
this?
not safe.
Yeah, like somebody's getting everyone's getting flagged right now.
in a car of all
In a car.
places.
It's horrible. Why would you do that? You just point.
Not
Like,
good.
there's no reason to do a crisscross. This isn't Bad Boys, all right? It was a
Plus,
good
the
movie.
gun was like cocked,
Yeah.
kind of upside downy.
Yeah.
He also,
He was-
he hasn't.
Upside
He's
down.
clearly not watched any of these Ricky Recon YouTube tactical videos or anything like that about shooting from
The
a car.
But
Detroit
that
School
like
of
that's
Safety.
actually my
I mean,
biggest
for
thing
people
about
that aren't in the military,
military, that's just
they'll
gun
think, you know.
safety.
Yeah,
Yeah,
But like,
that's just gun
well, I mean,
safety.
This is how Alec
you'll be
Baldwin became
surprised.
a thing.
I mean, yeah,
We're gonna get
exactly.
into him at some point later. He's got a lawsuit on his ass.
Yeah. What do you
25
think?
mil.
Yeah, another one.
Oh, that's
Anyway,
how much human
yeah,
life's
yeah.
worth, apparently.
All right, Petey.
I gave it 4.5 stars only because I would have actually wanted to see an accurate description of what happened on that political end right? I mean, we know ultimately who's responsible for the decisions being made.
Hillary Clinton. Oh, sorry.
The buck didn't stop.
Hill dog.
Right.
What we're gonna call it.
Yeah. What kind of led to that, right? And what were the implications or the decisions that were made and the reasons why?
Which I love, by the way. My dad, when I showed him this a few years back, because he's so fucking retarded.
This is Benghazi? This happened like this? I thought it was just a quick thing in the news.
I'm like, no, this is actually what happened.
No, I don't believe
It was
this.
quick, but it was the shit. Like
Yeah,
they were in the
so
shit
fucking
quick.
retarded. No, this actually happened. I don't believe. I'm like, because it's a movie. You don't. No, it actually happened. It's
Yeah.
real.
Yeah.
Yeah, but actually,
All started from a video, apparently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, pretty. J-Bot.
5, man.
Five.
Five.
I
I like
actually. I want to give it 5 too. I did.
Yeah.
I just took it.
I didn't think the Michael Bay effects were that bad. Well, it's
No.
not like they were bad at all. But like, yeah, like you were hitting it right on the head. It wasn't like really Transformer-y or anything.
Yeah.
How many? I mean, I kind of liked it there, but then again, that was for a different,
Yeah. I mean,
Different genre.
But
he had
uh,
cars actually exploding for a reason as
Yeah,
opposed to just
yeah.
for sitting there.
Laser beams.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
That's not a plot.
But
What South Park
I mean,
episode
it
was
was
That was the imagination land.
it wasn't too much. I mean, there was enough action, but there was drama to explain everything. It wasn't just like
Right.
Expendables.
well balanced.
Yeah, extremely. And also, like I always point out, like the music's just.
It was good.
You
yeah,
have-
the
it
soundtrack
was.
was
I
good.
listened to it. I've been listening to it a
I'm
few weeks
sexy
now in the car.
and I
and-
know it. Of course, Tonto. I'm like, I'm gonna go
Yeah.
Army all the way. The one Army Ranger retard. I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah, that's my boy. All right, Jay Butt. All right, Jonesy. You gave it a 4.5. That's right. 4.5.
5.5.
4.5. Sorry.
Honestly, if you hadn't told me that this was Michael Bay, I probably would not have even known.
I know, right?
Right?
Same
Yeah,
thing.
it's very
Pretty solid.
outside his wheelhouse. It's not what you would think of as a
I-
typical
I
Michael.
only-
Only way I knew, though, by the way, was lighting. The cinematography I knew. Cinematography I know all the time.
Yeah.
I see a couple sparkles here. The lighting he uses and the way.
Oh, yeah,
he does
actually.
his shit.
I only
Yeah.
knew because I looked up the IMDb page because I wanted to check all the actors that were in it, and I'm like, "Ooh, Michael Bay, really?"
Plus, the
And
way
then that put it in my head to start looking for the Michael Bay effect.
you could see,
Well,
like,
even when they said he was making that movie, I was like, Michael Bay's, I was like, what? I was like, oh, okay.
the humor though too. You could tell like he guided some of it too. I know how he does it. Like when he does his action and humor, like he's very Bad Boys. He's done this before.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Like I know his style with paint. No, or was it Pain and Gain? What the hell was that one?
Oh, yeah,
Pain and Gain.
Pain
That was a
and
good.
Gain.
That was a really
Yeah.
good one. I actually really
with
enjoyed that.
I
One.
did enjoy that
Yeah,
one.
that was a
Rock,
really fucking good one.
Yeah, that was a really good one.
He's got some
Sauteing the hands.
good ones. He's got a lot of shit, but he's got some really solid ones. And this is to me,
Yeah,
like I said,
yeah.
number
Very
one.
solid movie.
All right, Jonesy, you're off of there, and it is time for our guest. You told me 4 or 5, so that's what I put up. Maybe if you want to go higher.
Yeah,
you
like
can.
4.5.
Yeah,
4.5
there you go.
is
All right.
exactly.
So your oorahs
I
are
think
up there.
it's one of the best like modern day military movies where it shows the real like fog of war almost.
Oh,
Where-
gosh, yeah.
Once it all starts, the shit hits the fan. Everybody just does their job.
Yeah.
And that's what it was like. It was like, okay, hold on, we just defeated that wave. Now everybody come back and let's regroup. And they tried to show that everybody, re-ammoing
yes.
up, all that kind of
They
stuff.
do it
And
the whole time.
yeah, I mean, just because I know they're prior military force, but you know what I'm saying? That's how military forces work.
Right. They did a
in
great
our-
job. They were accurate as fuck, as much
Yeah.
as they could be. And that's the thing. Like after watching that, well, seeing it yourself, you go, all right, what's accurate for
Yeah.
a standpoint of military stuff, but story wise to see what you're seeing, like going, oh, tactically that's fucking on point.
Yep.
And then story wise, when you hear from the actual guys going, yes, this is how it happened, I go, oh my god, a real story.
Also,
Well,
that's
also
great.
just like the shitholes that we actually go to.
Oh yeah.
You go, why are we here? Like, why are those guys there? Why is this there? And there's all strategic, right? I mean, the military has, what they say, they had two independent agencies try and do a like in-depth research in the Pentagon to try and find out how many military bases we have. Neither one of them could find them all.
Right.
And they lost count of like 550 bases outside of the United States.
And that's not
550
including
bases.
black sites.
Exactly. So they couldn't actually find them because they're going off of money, follow the money. A lot of these black sites they don't exist.
Yeah.
Right on paper.
fucking audits.
So it shows you, hey, listen, these guys are out there all the time like
Oh, yeah.
365
And they're
days a
doing
year,
shit.
we have people in our military and in our security forces where they're all over the world. And this
also-
could happen at any time.
Also, we'd like to employ like prior service military guys that are out now because guess what? We don't have to pay off that life insurance policy if they buy it in one of these fucking shithole countries, and we'd have deniability on having a military force there.
Well, correct. Yeah, everybody is learning from us, right? We were the first ones to kind of do it, and now everybody else is just like Russia's doing it, China does it. But they just do uniformed contractors. I mean, that's how Obama was able to say, "Oh yeah, we're pulling everybody out of Afghanistan." Well, there was 15,000 contractors there.
Oh yeah,
Like,
oh yeah.
I don't know if that's pulling out, but that's just changing,
Yeah,
your
that's
decor.
it's just changing who's. Yeah,
But it shows you that
Switch my clothes.
I think most Americans have no idea
Oh no clue.
what the military does, especially at these higher levels. They have no idea what these guys go through every day.
Well, and that's why they
And that's why they
fucking
was
scrutinize the fuck out of us,
yeah.
and they have no fucking clue what is going on.
Also, loved Homeboy in the shorts.
Oh, fun fact. Fun
dude.
fact. Yeah, we're doing fun facts, by the way. Fun
God.
fact. So this is actually all filmed in Malta, which is a small island off of fucking Libya. And they
nice.
also recreated the entire actual annex and consulate off of the original plans and satellite photos to make it as accurate as fuck.
It is very
So-
accurate, and I was like, "How the hell did they do this?
They
Like,
did
this is
like,
incredible."
this is
On
the-
that budget too.
on that budget,
And this is
like,
what happens, by the way. On IMDb, I believe. Oh, I got your rating slip here. Let me take that down. But IMDb, they still give it. Can you look it up? It's like a 7 point something, right?
Yeah,
It's got to be that. Like that's a high rating on IMDb.
7.3 out of 10.
7.3, right? That's a high fucking rating.
yeah.
If you even if you look at the 5.0 ratings, greatest fucking movie ever. Like at 5.0, I'm like,
Yep.
really? You're giving it a 5 and you're saying it's the
Michael Bay
greatest?
effect, man.
Yeah, right.
This fucking flick is solid, dude. It's
Yeah.
so good. It's accurate as shit. Like, I mean, I know, like, accurate from what they said was going on. I'm
It's
sure
the
there's
bullet
a
angle.
little extra added,
Little
sugar.
flair.
Yeah.
There's sugar added. You have to, But dude, great fucking pick. I wanted to actually do this for a long time. I was waiting for a guest that wanted it. Thank you for fucking
It
choosing
was
this movie.
literally, I talked to my wife and I said, hey, which movie should I pick? She was like, 13 hours. And I was like, all right, well, I'll think about this. I told you, I said, hey, do you got a list of movies that already been done? And it just happened to not be on the list. I was like, fuck
Oh
yeah.
my god, I had to send that.
My
fucking,
wife was like, I told you. I
Do
know
we
everything.
actually have a list?
Yes, I do. I actually,
have to at
for
this point.
him and a couple other you guys for this season. I had to actually I was doing the message going, Jesus, I gotta type every fucking movie.
Yeah,
I need to make
it's
a
time
list.
to copy and paste that.
Yeah.
Also,
Email it.
I'm going to say that this was a very appropriate movie to have after our last one,
What was our last one?
Delta Force.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Delta Force.
Stop knocking the 80s.
I'm not knocking the 80s.
I thought we
I'm just
broke
saying
out
this-
on it for
This
a
just
while.
shows
All
how
right.
Delta actually operates.
It's a great
Their
movie.
lasers
It's a great
in
movie.
the 80s were top notch.
It's
I
a
know.
great movie.
Best theme in.
Just watch Predator 2. You'll understand.
Oh, dude,
I
that
love
was
that.
ahead of its time too, man.
Oh, my God.
Let's
I
do-
thought we like touch tips on Delta Force.
we've done a lot of touching tips here in this show, and
I
that,
thought we,
it's that point of the show too. It's the smoke pit, so we gotta fucking do the smoke pit. We got
All
some
right.
Q&A for Lanci here. It's about time we're gonna put you on the spotlight here.
All right.
You
Yep,
ready for
go
it?
Ahead. Go ahead.
You've been.
I'm ready.
All right. Are you ready? Everyone got their questions up for the guy?
Yeah.
All right.
Sure.
All right. First one up. When and why did you join the Marine Corps?
Okay, so I was kicked out of my house at the time. I graduated high school a semester early because I did half day
Years. What year was this?
years. 2000. I graduated 2000, but like my real class was 2001. So I graduated in December. So I basically
Oh, you're like me. You did the half thing.
half thing because I was half day homeschooled and half day regular school, and I built up so many credits, and then I kept getting in trouble, and they're like, "Why are you still
This
here?"
is why we're friends. 'cause
And I
we were
said,
like,
"What do you mean? Why am I still here? I have to go to
Shitbags
school." And they
together.
said, "No. You already have way more credits than you need to graduate." And I said, "I can graduate?" They're like, "Yeah, congratulations, you graduated." They're like, "Please don't come back." So I
that's
said,
what happened to me
"Okay."
too. It's literally that's so crazy.
So I got into like heavy in drinking, and I was like, "This is crazy." Me and my parents never got along, growing up. So I freaking got booted out. I lived with a mutual buddy of ours from high school, and he was like, "Hey, I'm gonna go down to the recruiter's office. You want to come with?" And I said, "I'm literally living on your couch. I have nothing to do, so I guess I will come with you."
Guy on the couch.
So I go talk to one recruiter. He goes talks to another recruiter. This recruiter tells me, "Hey man, you can join up by the buddy program." where you and your buddy will be in the same unit, right? And I go,
That's how they get you.
I go, dude, this sounds
that's how they
dope.
got
Like,
me. They got me that way too.
it's not
got
so
my
scary
buddies
then
like
if I
that,
can
too.
bring a friend.
Yeah.
Like, if I can bring a friend, that's great.
It's gonna be even worse.
So I come out of it. I sign all my paperwork. I'm like, hell yeah, MEPS, whatever the hell that is. We'll do that shit later. I come out. I go, hey man, I signed up. Like, when are we leaving? And he goes, oh dude, I didn't sign that shit. I said, oh fuck. I said,
Oh my god.
well, I did. He goes, I don't know, man. That sucks. I said, okay. So my actual swear-in date was September 11th, 2001.
Oh dang.
shit.
which
right on
was-
9/11.
I literally went into the MEPS room, swore in, took my oath. I come out of the oath room, and the oath room, is silent.
Yeah.
It's
Right.
super quiet. You can't hear anything. I come out, and we start hearing commotion. We see people like running around, and we're like, what the fuck is going on? And this was back in the day. They had the giant big screen TVs that were like the size of a city block.
480p.
480p.
If you're lucky.
You know?
If you're lucky.
So I come out and I look at this big TV in the waiting room where guys are waiting to take piss tests, and literally I'd watch the second plane hit the tower, and I went, well, that can't be good. Okay, so what am I gonna do? Recruiter shows up. He goes, hey man, you ready to go to war? I said, the fuck no. I said, you
Don't I
told
gotta
me-
go to training first?
I was like,
just
you
wanted
told me we
college
were going to Australia, and I was going to go to Thailand, and I was going to have some of the craziest times of my life.
And they're gonna throw tennis balls on the ship.
There's gonna be
And-
pussy everywhere.
And this guy's telling me, no, dude, you're going to war now. Like, we're going to war. And I'm like, wait a minute, I'm a grunt. You're a comm guy. What the fuck are you talking about? Go to war. You're going to sit in an office, and I have to go run around and shoot at people. This is going to be scary shit. And he was like, all right, man, see you later.
Thanks for joining.
What do you mean he's a comm guy? He's still on recruiting duty. He's going nowhere.
Yeah.
Beefies, baby.
I blanked his name out of my memory bank.
He lied to you.
But so I joined up then. I ended up leaving January 1st. Got to my unit, or got to boot camp. Was like, I can't.
Which
So, yeah,
side
but-
of the country?
Yeah, which side would you
Oh,
do,
Marines. Sorry.
No. Which side of San Diego? Marine Corps.
I mean, as if this pretty face doesn't tell you, I'm a West Coast Marine.
Oh yeah, man! Sunglasses all the way,
Sunglasses.
baby.
Hell
All
yeah.
right, I was gonna ask the sunglasses issued you at Boots. All right, so I just wanna
Absolutely. So I went out there and
know. San Diego, beautiful.
Saint Diego.
Yes.
Means
Wales
Wales
Yes,
vagina.
China.
I think that's
I
incorrect.
still love the whole thing. Hey, which coast you go to?
Marine Corps. Marine.
That's
I didn't hear the coast
That's
part.
the promo
It was
clip.
left or right. I don't know.
That's as devil derp as it gets, man.
How long was the plane ride? It was a while, so I don't think it was North Carolina.
4 hours.
We had no bugs, so I'm pretty. But there were big ass hills.
Yo, how was the Chili's in the airport?
I have no idea. I didn't make it that far. I was
No,
told
no.
to sit down and
No,
not go anywhere.
No, they didn't give you the food voucher.
You got a food voucher?
They gave us a food voucher at the airport.
You must have got a sign-on
I had
bonus
one
too or something.
No, I had
Some Marine crops.
because
They
he
don't
actually
give-
he actually signed
man.
up after 9/11. You were like,
It's the Marine
Oh,
crops.
you
They
were-
don't give sign-on
you
bonuses.
signed up
You know that.
before, and then you got trapped into it. So now they're like, oh shit, we need motherfuckers. Here's a
They give you
food
like
ticket.
a Chili's gift card, but it's only
Yeah.
worth
Yeah.
like $10.
It was 15. It was
Fucking
15.
some
Couldn't even get a beer. I was so
That
pissed
sounds like
off.
Marine
Charlie
Corps.
subs. There
Yeah.
you go. All right.
So I did that, and yeah.
All right. So you went to boot in San Diego.
Yep. Right next
So
to the
how was
airport.
boot there? Right as that because you're going to boot right as this all kicking off.
As this is all kicking off, so it's it's kind of crazy because all the drill instructors kind of like stepped it up a notch because they're like, oh shit, this ain't peacetime. Like,
Yeah.
it's about to get real. We got to really like get these guys ready to go. But I think boot camp was the easiest time in the Corps for sure. I mean,
Okay.
it's so easy.
Yeah, you just do what they tell you.
You get sleep. I got to be called the scribe.
Oh yes,
was-
describe. Right.
it
on
was
the
Oh, you were
awesome.
that one?
I got to eat chow like before everyone. Never had to like rush.
I only
It
got to
was
eat
fantastic.
chow once a week before
Yeah,
everyone.
because you're on a fat thing. Because you're
Yeah.
you're
Yeah,
fat.
you were a half rat.
Yeah, I was a half rat. Oh yeah,
half
I would
rat.
hide that tab every
Yep.
time I would go to the chow hall just so I could get pancakes with peanut butter and shit.
Sam
No
was-
bacon for you, buddy.
Oh, I was
So
eating the
if
fuck
you
out of
see,
bacon
if
every
you're
Friday.
if you're a listener and not watching, watch on YouTube and you get to see how fat Sam is. And Sam was this fat before he joined, and is still this fat now. Somehow, I don't know how
He
made
got
it
a
through.
waiver.
Yeah, the whole his whole career was a waiver,
Bro,
for his weight.
I when I showed up to fly out,
Yeah.
I was like 5 pounds overweight. They took me on an 8-mile run.
Oh, yeah, to
before
try to
I-
cut weight?
Yeah, before I went to the airport.
Crap.
And like
It's called a sauna, man.
yeah, no, there was
Not
no
in the
sauna.
Marines. We
No,
don't have
no.
that shit.
No, there was
Oh,
it was
man.
this Latino sergeant, and he
It's
turned.
always a Latino.
Yeah, but it was
sergeant.
me and like 3 other guys that had to do this, right?
Yeah.
And like they all fell out of
And
this.
you just kept going.
I kept going, and he turned around. He's like, "Yeah, you'll make it. Don't worry."
Yeah. As long as you have that no quit mentality of no one can tell me I can't do
Yeah.
something, you'll be fine.
Yeah, now I have that mentality because mostly I don't want to.
I just can't fight my wife. She's like, "No, you're dumbass." I'm like, "Oh yeah, you're right."
Yeah,
So after San Diego, so you were okay. Here, your MOS 0351 Infantry Assault Man.
Yep.
Which is a little different from regular infantry.
Yeah, we like to call ourselves advanced infantry.
Super high. Ooh,
Yeah,
high
we're
speed.
advanced.
High speed infantry.
We're not yet high speed. Like Eilert, his platoon was high speed.
really.
They were part of the fast platoon.
That's right. The fast guys. They were
For
fucking,
like MARSOC
Yeah.
guys, like
yeah.
force recon and stuff like that. Those dudes wore flight pajamas before flight pajamas was a thing.
Oh, I was wearing those before all y'all.
Oh yeah, because you're a tanker. You don't need a real uniform.
Coveralls and Nomex, baby.
Yeah, so I thought 0351, I kind of got in as like a waiver because they'll pick like 10 guys, 9 guys will be smart, and then they'll grab a guy from the bottom of the list and bring him up. And that was me for sure. And that was very relevant when they started talking like physics of explosives, and I'm like, yeah, I don't know what any of that means. Like,
Stop.
so this
stop.
just blows stuff up, right? Like,
Cool.
if it's this big, I shoot this at it. If it's this big, I shoot this at it.
Kaboom.
Okay, perfect.
Yes,
Yeah.
Kowalski.
Cool, that's all you had to say, man.
Yeah, just let
That's
me,
all I need
let,
to know.
Let me just kill it.
Yeah, and that was the time when the javelin. I was the first.
when that
I was
was
the
new.
first class to actually come out and shoot a live javelin.
It's hot shit.
Oh,
and
hell yeah.
it actually misfired and shot out to sea. my buddy Mahia, he was an age waiver. He got in right after 9/11.
Why are all Mejias an age waiver?
And he was in weapons company, and they told him, "Oh man, you're gonna be able to shoot the live javelin." Every Marine general within 1,000 miles came to show up for this thing, and everyone's just like, "Oh my god, he's gonna fire a real one. This is gonna be amazing!" And it goes up, and it just kept flying. And we said, maybe they're not so amazing.
Well, did you ever see that video of the guys fired the javelin and just goes, "Poop," and just like,
Oh, yeah.
The launch motor fail. That's never a good thing.
Absolutely run.
But yeah, so then MOS school after that, everybody gets told, hey, you're going to this unit, you're going to this unit.
Yeah.
My unit happened to be about 1,000 yards down the road.
Oh, right there.
So they were like, everyone else, you get to go home on leave. You show up to your duty station.
I had the
It's right
same
down
thing in the
street.
army.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had the same thing happen.
yeah,
to me.
Scotty said the same thing, and he's like,
Yeah.
"Yeah, I get to my unit, and Lancey's there."
Dude, you know when everybody stands up in the barracks, right? And
Yeah.
the new fresh meat shows up. And everyone's just looking at him like, look at these little bitches. And I look down and I go, I know that motherfucker. I was
high
like,
school with him.
I was like, Eilard, get your boot ass up here. And he's like, what the fuck? I can imagine. I'm like, it's Lanci, bro. And he's like, holy shit. He gets up there. He's like, what's going on? I'm like, get the fuck on the ground and start doing push-ups.
I could just see Scotty going, ah, Jesus.
Yeah, I made him do push-ups. That was pretty awesome. I was like, oh my God, this guy, I know this guy's from my hometown. And he used to fuck with me in the smoke pit on the other side of the high school. And now I can fuck with him.
He was older than me. He was, because he was a grade ahead.
Yeah, he was a grade ahead of me.
Because you're between, so Sam's 2's above me, you're above me 1, and I'm
Yeah.
the one below. So like, yeah, because he was with him.
Yeah,
which
so
is
like
crazy.
2001 was me, 2002
Yeah,
was
yeah,
you,
because you're with AJ
No, I was
and
2000.
and Tom.
Oh, you were 2000?
Yeah.
Oh,
2000,
shit, man.
2001. I'm 02.
You're
But
02,
I graduated early though.
Yeah.
I did the early thing because I got shipped out to Cali when I was younger because I fucked up too much.
Yeah.
But anyway, this show's not about
We've
me.
all been there.
Yeah, well, like you were discussing with your shit.
I got shipped to Cali for fucking up too.
Well, you're also
The government
In the
paid-
Marines.
Yeah, the government paid
you
your
grew
way.
up though in Cali though, right? That was your shtick though.
I grew up in the Bay Area where San Francisco,
Very
like,
Yeah.
fancy,
right
Yes.
behind the People's Curtain now.
Yes. Oh, dude, I was just there.
It's-
Place sucks.
I mean, my grandmother still lives out there. My aunts and uncles, some of them still live out there. Most have migrated outside of the state.
Wonder why.
My grandma says it's so bad now she can't even go to the city because she's like, anywhere we go, there's just piles of human feces all over.
That's
the
what I keep hearing. It's like
And I
there's
mean,
shit everywhere.
outside like nice restaurants like Fisherman's Wharf, like the
I was
main
actually
tourist
just about to say that. Like,
attractions
How much shit is there outside of
There's
the wharf?
It's everywhere, and there's people just geeked out on freaking drugs all over the street. And she's like, "I'm 90 years old. I'm not going there anymore."
Yeah.
But she's like, "My tax bill is $1,000 a year, so I'm not gonna pay. I'm not
That's
gonna
not
leave."
bad. That's actually not bad.
Because California has a proposition where you pay taxes based off of the value of your house when you buy it.
Oh, dang.
It's
actually-
not. That's why a lot of people are staying in
Wow,
California.
that's actually a decent. I
Because-
thought it would be
Actually,
worse
they also
than
have a
Buy
surprising
low.
amount of rent control in San Francisco too. But those people do not leave those
I was
apartments.
shocked
yeah.
because I thought it's fucking horrible here where we live for taxes.
Well,
but-
because let's put this in perspective. Her house now out there in California is worth about $2 million. She bought it for like $20,000.
wow,
Dang.
So she pays taxes based off of $20,000.
Also, that's going to be a hell of a payday in a few years.
Everything is in a living trust.
wow.
Keep the government out of it as much as possible.
Word.
But yeah, I grew up in California. I moved to Chicago because my dad used to work for Motorola. And we got transferred here. We had no idea where Chicago was. We thought we were going
California
to the East
education
Coast.
system right there.
We were like, Chicago, that's like by New York, right? Like that's where we're going. Okay, East Coast guys, that's where we're moving. And then we got here and it was like negative 52 degrees
Yeah.
with the
Welcome to
wind chill.
Chicago.
And they canceled school, and we thought that was the coolest shit ever. We
The
were like,
Bears.
you don't go to school when it's cold?
Plus, there's
Doesn't it get cold here a lot?
yeah. Plus there's still,
Not often enough
You
to-
get to watch the Bears have some pizza. You know.
Yeah.
All right.
So I mean, it was
tree.
it was definitely a
Two tree.
transition coming here, and but yeah, California is batshit crazy off the rails now. It's not even.
Well, yeah, I lived out
but-
there for a little bit.
And
a
they're
couple
they're
times.
moving to Texas now, huh?
Involuntary. I went there during when I was my high school years, and then voluntarily I moved there to chase pussy.
Yeah.
Horrible idea.
Horrible idea.
It was really bad.
Yeah, our house almost burnt down out there. We still have a cabin out there, and it almost burned down this year.
Oh,
We went
the
out there-
wildfires and
Oh,
shit.
it's a beautiful
Yeah.
fucking state, though.
It's
That's
beautiful.
It's
and if
gorgeous.
They can stop it from catching fire.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yes, yeah. If you that and the politics, if you could do
I was
both
about
of
to
those,
say.
Yes,
the two negatives in that state is just
You know,
the natural,
The
you know,
natural beauty is
Natural beauty,
unmatched
wine
anywhere.
country.
yeah.
It's
Oh, it
amazing.
is. It's gorgeous. The coast. I mean, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
I think I've got everything in that state. It literally has everything: desert,
Everything.
beautiful mountains to coastlines.
Dude,
to
some of the
this right,
best-
29
cities.
stumps, you
Yep.
know.
Some
Yeah,
of the
you know
best dirt biking around.
Yeah,
man.
you,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
literally lived in the swamp.
Holy shit,
You know
dude!
what's
Like,
up.
like in 29, if you're stationed in 29 Palms, you either get into guns, riding dirt bikes, off-roading, or all three.
Yeah.
and
And you
doing
can't afford to
coke
do
off
any
the
of it.
local fucking bartender's ass. You know, just a little straw up there.
His name was Bill back in the day,
It
wasn't
wasn't.
it?
It wasn't coke. It was always meth.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
We had a
Yeah.
lot of
Snorting-
pops from meth in my
snorting meth?
battalion.
All right, quick things
Yeah.
here. Let's get back to you a little bit. All right, you said there was some Westpac stuff, so I'm guessing Muse. You're on some Muse?
Yeah, I was with the 13th MIA the first time, and then 15th MIA the second time.
You-
I was on
13
13th me.
That's right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not at the same time though.
No, I know. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So 13 MU deployments. The MU. Where they go out to?
My first deployment was to basically just the Middle East area, Iraq, Kuwait. We did some in Bahrain. We did a lot of on our way over there. I can't remember if this is the first one or the second one. My brain is not what it used to be. But we did a lot of training in like the Philippines and Singapore, and did
Singapore was wild.
Singapore training was like the craziest shit ever, because you get all your weapons and all your gear on, your everything. You're gonna go, oh, we're going to the jungle. Ooh, this is gonna be cool training. Like never been in the jungle before, right? Well, you have to cover all your guns with your packs, with your pack cover. You know, you got to cover all your guns, and you go, what the hell? Why are we doing this? This doesn't make sense. Well, it's because you have to walk across like an 18-hole golf course to get to where the jungle is. And there's literally like a group of Singaporean businessmen like waiting to tee off, and like 200 Marines just walk across them in
You mind
the
if I play
jungle.
through, guys?
the marshal comes up. Wait, hold off. Don't play through. They're coming.
We're
they're
gonna
coming
need to
through
pause
here.
play here
Pause
for a little
play
bit.
here. The Marines are coming through here.
All right. Road guards post. Hitoshi's
my
about
God.
to tee off.
So we did that, and that's where I found out monkeys actually throw shit at you. For
Oh
real.
yeah, that's a real thing.
Yeah,
That
They
is-
wouldn't
is.
give us ammo, so we couldn't shoot them. But,
Wonder why.
Yeah, so that was fun jungle training, and then we did. Oh no, that was the second deployment. So then we went to. Maybe that was the first deployment. It gets very blurry.
Well, you had Iraq on there, right?
Yeah, we
How
did
long
our-
was that? How long was Iraq?
We did river operations because I was in a boat company. So we did river operations down by Al Basra.
Oh wow.
And we did basically like anti-smuggling interdiction missions,
Oh,
like
cool.
stopping ships and boarding ships and clearing ships. And
So Coast Guard.
Because the Coast Guard wasn't there,
but not
at the time. And basically what was happening was the giant oil pipelines that were coming down into El Basra. These guys were taking like sawzalls and cutting giant holes in the pipeline.
To disrupt the supply.
Why
line.
is it
No. They were stealing it. They were filling giant fuel bladders in the backs of their trucks and then selling the oil on the black market to like the Iranians or
It's so
something.
crazy. Every Marine we have on, including you've been part of this too. It's always protecting some kind of like infrastructure, a dam.
Yep.
The wells, like it's always the Marines that are always just protecting.
Well, it
all
wasn't
these
just
fucking
us
infrastructure. out there.
Well, first of all, the dam is you can understand why
I
that's
get
a
it.
very important
Haditha,
thing to protect.
I understood that one.
Because if someone were to go and punch a hole in the structure of that dam, you're going to wash everyone out downriver.
What I'm saying is, like, I love every Marine I talk to. They're always we're protecting some kind of fucking infrastructure or asset in fucking Iraq. They weren't like, unless you're a recon fucking ass crown.
Well, I mean, we weren't really
there.
protecting a whole lot of infrastructure in Fallujah. We really were there.
No.
to
I know those points, but like,
Fallujah was that was like literally they took the reins off and we're just like, go crazy, guys.
Yep.
It was like,
Have a
hey,
good time.
you guys only
Weapons-free,
get to
baby.
do this like once every 100 years, so why don't you just go crazy?
Yeah,
and
you
just
saw the video
destroy
too?
this whole fucking place.
go kill. Go do what we trained you.
Yeah, so that was
leash
we
is
were
off.
we were on tight leashes because we were also working with the British.
Oh, the Brits, yes.
You brought up fighting in shorts. I have a pair of British shorts. These fuckers,
God, yes.
they loved Marpat pants.
Of course they did.
And
Perfect
we
trade.
loved British shorts because we were like, you get to fight in shorts?
they have since World War II, man.
I've been pushing
I'm
this
like-
for years.
I'm like, it's
For
105 degrees here. Why am I wearing pants? Like, this is insane.
Yeah, I've been pushing it for years. We should have like a tear off. Like, remember back in the 90s where we had
Yes. The
zip-offs?
breakaways.
The
Yeah.
breakaways, the
I
zip
still, have
offs.
a, I still have
Yep.
a pair of those.
Yeah, the zip offs at the
Oh,
knee.
yeah.
You just zip them off.
Yeah.
Oh,
Can you
yeah,
imagine your uniform? You just zip
yeah.
them off and go.
Yeah.
I would love those like
I thought those were the
Rhodesian
coolest
jungle
things.
shorts.
I don't know if you would lose the creases, though. You'd probably lose the crease.
Well,
Marines
luckily,
back in the day, we had to have creases
I
in
understand.
all of our
Well,
shit.
Yeah.
Army back in the day, we had the same thing before we switched over to digi bullshit.
Yep.
Everything was always, dude. Look at this. My
Oh, you
hoodie
have
has
creases?
creases. In
Oh,
my hoodie,
yeah.
I'm that old school. I keep creases in my hoodies.
I'm
No,
that
he
guy.
just got it
I'm
out of the
that guy.
bag today.
Yeah.
partially.
Fishing
works
line
out
and an
perfect,
iron.
It worked pretty well with
Yeah.
it. I thought I was gonna play it off like I actually ironed my fucking hoodie. Thanks
This
for calling me
guy.
out, Dick.
You're
welcome.
No,
also
but yeah,
wouldn't
no,
have been
I,
you.
I know.
It's
But
inverted.
like our new uniforms, like because I remember growing up with it. Like our first ones were
Yep.
like everything's starched, everything's crisp, everything.
Oh, yeah.
And now our shit is just like
It's
Yeah,
just
'cause they
baggy, throw it
baggy
on.
garbage.
Yeah,
Just
because
throw it on
they
there.
found out that starch actually illuminates in IR.
Well, no,
Yeah.
there's that, and yes,
Yeah, that's why you
well,
can't
yeah,
starch digis.
and also your silhouette doesn't really break up when everything's like a straight box in the unit.
Digis are incredible. When those things first came out, we would.
Oh, they're hot.
We used to do ambush patrols on the Navy guys. You probably remember the name of this, where the Navy cadets would come and they would say, "Hey, do you want to go Navy or do you want to go Marine?"
Oh yeah,
Remember
yeah,
that?
the
What do they
Annapolis
call
people.
it though? They call it some.
I
sort of-
forget.
You want to be a
like-
man or a woman?
like plebs or something.
Yeah, the
like that.
plebs.
Like the
Yeah,
plebs.
they're called plebs.
So what they would do
Plebeians.
is they would come out and they would go on like a nuclear submarine, and they would go out on a submarine for like a couple days, and they would learn what it's like to be, in the Navy on a submarine. They would learn what it's like to be on a Navy ship. And then they would come to the Marine side, and we would do like weapon X's for them and show all of our firepower going off. And,
Come on their faces.
and then we would put them through mock patrols where we would have, like a staff sergeant or something lead them on a patrol, and then we would ambush them. And dude, those digis, the motherfuckers never saw us, and I'm pretty sure a couple of them shit their pants.
They were,
like,
yeah, they were
because we were shooting blanks, and we opened up on them, like we unleashed hell on blanks, like just unbelievable. They were just dropping guns. You're like, that's not a Marine. That's not a Marine.
Fail.
That's not a race.
That's a Navy guy. That's a Navy guy.
Well, their uniforms are. Ugh.
So you're going blue side, and you're going blue side.
Exactly. That's how. I mean, that's most. Of the
Respect
time
that you
works.
guys have kept your same uniform now again for another 20 years. Like,
Oh, yeah.
No, you guys.
We can't afford new ones, dude.
No, there's
I
that.
get it.
Dude, we're going to be fighting
No,
on Mars
plus,
in
like, they
150
were-
years in the same digis we're wearing now.
The Navy's changed almost as much as the Army has, which is crazy.
But we'll be driving Teslas on,
the-
Mars, so that'll be cool.
Yes, we will. Thanks.
But we still need the batteries from fucking somewhere in Africa.
In Afghanistan.
Yeah, to chill
Every
them
single
up.
one will have a diagram of Elon Musk in the passenger seat. He's just like, I'm rolling with Elon.
Oh man.
Elon, take the wheel.
All right, couple last questions for you here. NJPs, how many you got? As a Marine, you got to have a couple,
I
right?
have 2.
All right, yes.
I have 2 NJPs. One was for I didn't make back to ship on time in Australia.
That's not
which
bad.
totally wasn't my fault. Mikey, you know who the fuck you are. And
We'd love to have you on and explain why you got your NJP.
Yeah, and the second one was for disobeying a direct order, which was from a CO
so
who was
hot. I like that.
known as the biggest douchebag in pretty much the regiment.
You know who you are.
Yeah, you know.
Nice.
Motherfucker.
Nice.
And so, yeah, I mean, those, and then I kind of just floated out the back end because deployment schedules were so fast paced back then.
Mm-hmm.
It was go over for 8-9 months. You didn't really know how long. It was kind of, because deployments before that were like 6 months. Mm-hmm. 6 month deployments, and then you come back for a year and a half and you do your build up. And then when all this stuff started popping off, it was like, yeah, we're going to need to speed that tempo up. So it was 8 to 9 months, and then you'd come home for 6 months, and then you'd go back again for another 8-9 months.
I remember they were even talking about like reactivating units that had been decommissioned for like decades.
I had a lot of buddies that got reactivated after the EAS when they were on inactive reserve.
I was worried about that. I was really
close. They got
close.
brought back, and they actually got shipped over for another deployment.
Dang.
Wow.
I ran into a few guys like that on the Army side.
Yeah, it's crazy when your buddies, like, when you get out and they activate your inactive, you go, holy shit, like, how short are we staffed?
Yeah. Well,
Like,
and
it was bad back then.
now we're cutting staff.
Now we're cutting staff because I think the military doesn't need that amount of people anymore.
Till the next administration, then they're gonna.
Well,
Yeah.
and I think we're advancing more technologically than people.
Well, Marine Corps isn't.
No,
Many
we're
ways,
still on DOS.
we're taking steps back.
We're on DOS.
We just got Windows 93. We just got Windows 93 last year.
Windows 3.1. Windows 3.1.
3.11.
Tetris is on here. Yeah, 111. I love that. 3.1. Oh, cool. I could look at my files and play Tetris. This is great. And solitaire.
Exactly.
This is great.
Mine's
Wolfenstein. Wolfenstein.
That's
Oh,
the
oh wait,
Marine
that was
Corps.
still on DOS.
Lowest
All right.
common denominator.
All right.
Yep.
So, when did you get out?
I got out in 06.
Why? Was it just you're done with it, or
Basically, my second command had kind of ruined what my idea was because it was very, like, political. Everybody wanted to, get blown behind the freaking bleachers kind of thing, where I'm not that kind of guy.
Metal chasers.
I mean, I'm really good in the field, and everybody that I know would probably attest to this. I can do good in the field, but I am not a freaking barracks Marine. Like, I cannot. I'm not good at, like, and most of the time that's how it happens. The guys that can do really good overseas are the guys that don't really fit in back here. Because we're just a little bit fucking weird.
That's exactly right. That is exactly right. Hands down, 100%. You are on the money.
I love it when you joined the Corps. Though I was like, I saw it because when, like I said, it's been 20 years since I've seen you.
Oh yeah,
And high school was the last time I actually saw you. And
Yeah.
dude, Lancey's a little weird. I love him. I always love him.
goofy
And
as
when
fuck.
you joined the
That was
Corps, I
great.
was like, yes. I was like, and I wasn't even in the military at that time.
I saw that
I was
happening.
Like, yeah, I was like, yeah,
Yeah, it tracks.
that's fucking on point.
It attracts the troublemakers and the
But
kids
something about
that
your
are-
personality, it was like, because knowing you in your younger years, I was like, this
Yeah.
guy's fun as shit. Like he's a wild, crazy fucking guy. I'm like, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
You know, like I would go there, but I want to live. I don't know what it was. I still want to get my ass kicked
It
too
takes
hard.
a certain amount of like, yeah, all right, I'll do that.
Yeah.
Kind of
It was.
mentality where
But that was you
act
growing
first
up. I
and
remember,
think
like,
later.
Obviously, you're.
Yeah.
The great part is you still look exactly the same since high school. You got a good beard going now.
You barely have any grays, man.
Yeah,
Look
I
at
know.
me,
You got a good
man.
Man, I
beard.
got grays bad, and they're all named after my kids. They are. I swear to God, they cause every single gray hair.
It's funny because like you still look like when I met 20
I
years ago when I
appreciate
saw
that.
you.
That's fantastic.
You're still looking great. Like
appreciate
you're more svelte though. You're more built up. I see.
I don't know. I
Nice.
just
Oh,
carry
G's
I carry
gonna
a
be
two
doing
around
that.
a 2-year-old
Dad
around
bod.
all day.
Yeah.
No,
Dad
it's
bod is
Matt-
100%. I get real fat over the winter, so I'm warm and
Same.
cuddly.
We live in the Midwest. So.
And then in the summer, I slim down and I get more active and paddleboard and kayak and
I'm the same
that
way. I
stuff,
get it.
yeah.
Like wintertime, it's like we bulk up.
yeah.
That's why I wear hoodies right now. I'm
That's
covering my
exa-
fat up.
Comfort.
That's all this is.
Comfort.
It's warmth and covering my man tits right now.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I mean, all right. I got a couple more questions here. Like, what you've been doing? I mean, yeah.
So I got out in 06. I did what most guys do, and they go, "Oh, GI Bill," because in Illinois, I get paid to go to school.
Yeah.
So I said, "Okay, I'm gonna go to school." Went full time. My dad's best friend actually used to run Peapod, the grocery delivery business.
No way.
So he got me a job there. He was like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "Going to school." He's like, "You want a job?" I was like, "Hell yeah!" Did that, and it was a lot of fun. It was because it allowed me to just drink my face off.
College did that for me.
Because I would start work at like 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I'd get off at like 10, 11. Perfect time to hit the bar. Everybody's already getting pretty liquefied up, and then I have to play the catch-up game. So I went in and I drank my face off for like 2 years before I really was like, whoa, every time I get arrested, I'm drunk. There's something.
I can't see the.
What is the correlation here?
There's a common denominator here that I need to figure out. And yeah, it took me a while to figure out, but I quit drinking like October 31st, 2008, because that was Halloween, and that was a crazy fucking Halloween. But that was that's all going to that one because I just did shit that I never thought I would do. So I was like, hey, I'm going to quit drinking. And then I started working for a company called Roto-Rooter doing sewer line repairs. And I was getting I was digging holes every day, which I was like, oh, this is not that bad. I can dig holes. Well, these guys next to me are like way older than me, and they're digging the shit like way fast. And I'm like, dude, your back doesn't hurt at all? My back is killing me. And then as I'm going to school, this old veteran goes, hey, have you gone to the VA to get, service connected looked at? And I'm like, no, I'm not like a freeloader. I don't want to do that. Like, sure, I'm fucked up, but I signed up for it,
Right.
He goes, hey, you should probably just go check it out because in 20 years, if something really is bad happening, it'll all be documented. And you'll have documentation. And this was only maybe 6 months after I got out of the Marine Corps. So I go and they find out that I got really bad spinal damage.
Damn.
My hip is all fucked up. I got severe brain damage, like TBIs.
TBI.
Because the small rocket, and they found this out, every time you shoot it, it shakes your brain in your skull.
Oh.
So every time you shoot one, you're basically are getting a concussion, right?
You're actually the most normal Marine we've had on here, too. That's crazy.
So I used to be way smarter.
You're actually besides all the guys that besides him and every other.
Well, to be
Marine
fair,
here,
Bilbo was a 311.
Yeah.
Bullet sponge.
Yeah.
That's what a 311.
Honestly, in armor, we just call you guys crunchies.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Watch out when the tank's coming because they don't give a fuck.
But go on here.
So I did that, and they found out all this shit, and then I found out that you can get service-connected disability ratings.
Yeah.
And I was like, you can? What the fuck is this? And after I found out all that shit, they started putting me on all kinds of narcotics, the VA. I was on 38 pills a day.
This is before the opiate crisis.
So I was taking very large amounts of, copious amounts of narcotics. And
delicious pills.
The side effect is I thought it was normal to take a shit once a month.
Apparently.
Nope.
No.
Not at all.
Apparently, that's not normal.
No.
Man.
And my friends are like, wait a minute, what? You shit once every 3 to 4 weeks?
I'm on the opposite of that. I'm 5 times a day.
Same.
Yeah, I'm like, okay, well, you're healthy then. That's the good thing.
That's because you eat a lot of weird shit.
I'm on keto now.
Yeah.
So then I started. This is while shit is still falling off the rails. I still haven't got back on the rails yet. So I say to myself, hey, I should probably stop doing all these narcotics. These are fucking me up. I'll just smoke a bunch of weed. So I started smoking weed on opposite days. I just smoke a shitload of weed one day, take my pills the next day. And I was like, this is good, smart science right now. So I'm like, don't worry, this is going to be okay. And it's going to balance itself out. Well, then I figured out how expensive marijuana is. And I said, this is stupid. I could grow my own.
Oh, now
So
we're talking.
I started growing my own. And any police officers in the Lake in the Hills area would know
Fuck
this.
off.
I got busted. I got raided by the sheriff's department. And I got caught with 52 plants of
Holy shit.
Dang, dude.
of the greenie reenie. And they open up the door, and I'm sitting there with a joint in my hand smoking it, and my dogs run outside the front door to try and play with the police dog, and I'm like, whoa, that's not a friend.
Back up, bro.
He's working right now. He'll be a friend later.
Man.
I'm like, come back inside, guys. Don't go out there. That guy's a dick. And so the cops are like, hey, we're here. And I'm like, I understand. I was like, if you can leave the dog outside, it would make things a lot easier. because I wasn't trying to do anything like illicit or
Right.
I was literally just trying to provide myself with.
You weren't even
medication.
selling it or anything like that?
No. So as they're bagging up all my stuff, and
I just need 85 plants for myself.
they go, hey, where are your baggies and scales? And I said, why do I need that for? And they said, how do you sell this? And I'm like, sell it? This is all for me. And they're like, get the fuck out of here. They're like, are you serious? And I was like, I don't know what I'm doing. I was like, if you go up in the room, I had a grow room set up in my townhouse, right? And I had all the tents and everything and LED lights and all that stuff. And there's a laptop. And on the laptop, it says, growing marijuana for beginners. And right next to that is a book with it opened, like with a page mark that says cloning. I had no idea what I was doing. The book said to clone 25 from each plant. And they said half of them might die, half of them might go. All mine grew. So I have the 2 giant 6-7 foot mother plants, and then I have 50 of these smaller plants that are all about 3 feet tall. And they're like, you're not selling this? And no, it's just for me. And
For medicinal purposes.
I said, literally, guys, I'm on all these narcotics. You can look at all my pills right here. It's just a giant box full of pills I take every day. And they're like, that's fucked up. They're like, well, we wish we didn't have to do this, man. And I'm just like,
but we're gonna.
I'm like, I get it. It is what it is. And they said, hey, we're gonna come back and get you in 2 weeks. I'm like, oh, I'm not going to jail today. They said, no. We'll give you a little bit of time to get your affairs in order because you're not a criminal. You're just a dumbass, right? So I just smoked my face off for 2 weeks, and then they come and pick me up one morning, and I go, oh, that's today. And I was in jail for 3 weeks. Got out.
Really?
Yeah, my nickname inside was G.I. John.
That's a lot cooler than my story. Oh my god.
Yeah, so it
that's
was yeah, and nobody fucked with me. It was really, it was kind of nice because I sobered up in there, right? So in jail, they don't give you narcotics. You can't take pain meds.
Yeah.
So I was up basically getting this shit out of my system, going through detox in jail.
Dang.
And I didn't sleep for 7 days. And I just literally punched the cell door, the cell wall, over and over for hours and hours and hours. Because I was just going through withdrawals. I felt like shit constantly. I was curled up in a ball half the time. They were like, Lanci, out of your cell. And I said, no, leave me in here. I don't want to come out today. Leave me inside here for a while. Bring me my tray of food and I'll be fine. The food's not that bad.
It's got to be better than the field.
It's Marine Corps chow. I mean, that's pretty much what it is. Only a little bit better.
What year was this?
This was in 2010. And I basically was in a toxic relationship where this girl had
We've all been there.
twisted me to into all this weird shit that I sobered up and was like, what the fuck? I'm dating that girl? What am I doing? I should probably not be doing this.
Yeah. So I'm figuring that part out right now still. It's great.
Yeah. So
He's 40 and figuring that out.
right?
Sorry.
So it's
That's rough.
Yeah, my bad.
I did that, and shortly after that, I did 2 years of intense probation. Got it all expunged off my record. And during that time period, me and my best friend, Rob, we started a company called Black Rhino Concealment. Which is a custom Kydex holster company.
You've got the. Actually, can you want to pop it out?
Yeah. So
Show it
this
up there.
was.
He's not been drinking. Only I have. Sam's even
I don't
sober.
drink.
I have to work.
But so just fun shit like this. This is a one-off, But
Google this, dude.
We
see the. Sorry for.
we started this.
I want to see this. Actually, want to feel it. Oh, this is nice.
We started this at the time when.
Oh, these are really good. Clips that clip on the belts, yeah.
Yeah, I kept the good shit for myself.
This is nice. No, this is actually very nice clip, dude. I have a inside waist belt one that's fucking garbage. This is fucking nice.
See, so I'm a fat guy, and I never thought that I would carry appendix.
Oh, that's a fat guy.
He could carry appendix though too. So appendix carry is the fastest draw that you can get out of a holster.
This is nice.
Problem is, it's very uncomfortable for most people to wear them
You
because
unloaded there really quick
yeah,
if you
because
can.
the holsters are not they're not designed for larger people.
No.
So a lot of them have the sweat guards that go up the back of the gun. Well, that digs into your fucking fat gut. So, and then when you go to draw and reholster, you pinch your fat on that, and that hurts really bad. It smarts.
Flagging.
You know?
Nice grip on the. I'm looking at the.
That gun right there.
Knock my shit out.
That gun right there has got probably about 8,000 rounds through it. And it's all stock, and it is incredible. The
Very comfortable, by the way. The CZ is very comfortable
CZ-P10,
here.
I mean, everybody says Glock perfection, but
Fuck off.
CZ improved on perfection. That's their logo.
My dad can't reload any Glock
Is that
brass.
natural stippling on here?
That's natural stippling from the factory, yeah.
CZ is quality.
Because
man.
if you don't know, my wife is a concealed carry instructor.
Oh, so is our buddy Pete back over there.
Yo,
Yeah,
hook me
so
up.
you never ever want to carry
Yeah, we'll
a
talk.
modified gun as your carry.
Hell no.
And that's not everywhere in the world. That's just where we live, because prosecutors will tend to say that you were looking for a
you're,
fight, per se.
Looks like you could put a suppressor on here if you want.
I mean, a fall suppressor, if you would like.
yeah, if you like. I have a few of those.
Here, a fall.
They're still
Yeah,
working on it.
they're very nice. It's basically like the Acura Integra of guns. It's not quite, as low as a Honda Civic Glock, but it is, yeah.
Beautiful though.
So
Very nice.
me and my best friend, we started this company. We grew it and grew it and grew it, and both just decided, this is the time to get
That's
out.
a nice holster though. I like that.
Oh, I appreciate it. Yeah, I love that thing.
So you guys have all specs for shit. So if I just say, hey, I got this.
So the company is still around. I'm no longer involved with it.
Okay.
And neither is my buddy Rob. We both got out of it. But it's still around, and they still make really good top-notch gear. And
But say you wanted to say, hey, I got this firearm.
yeah, they have a list. I mean, when we started, we had a list of I think 120 guns.
Dang.
I mean, we went balls out.
I mean, you have to get the molds and all that stuff, right?
Oh yeah.
Well, we bought molds and we bought rail guns.
Uh,
So because to test the fit with the molds,
It's
is
tricky,
not
right?
always the same as the actual firearm.
right.
Yeah.
So like a lot of 1911s and stuff, especially if they have like the modded out STIs and stuff like that, those you're gonna have to fit with a real gun because you just can't get the
Yeah,
tolerances.
there's a few places that actually have like it broken down to exactly what it is because there's so
Oh,
many
yeah.
different variants. Like I think I got for my carry, I think one of my carries is like a Smith and Wesson M pussy
M&P?
whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got one of those little.
Well, once
fucking
you
Fruity
throw
Tooties.
lights and lasers involved, you're talking.
Oh yeah, then you're adding extras.
There's so many companies out there that make
But
that
yeah,
shit.
but I
now
threw out
throwing
one.
reflex sights on them. And
Yeah,
all
I
that
threw
other
out
shit
one. I'm
now,
like,
too.
all right, I
Yeah.
put it in there. It came in. I'm like, oh shit, that's actually it worked great. It's
Yeah.
nice because like people, they spend the time, they do
Yep.
it. It's
Every Kydex holster they're all handmade for the most part. I mean, when you look at ones like with the big leather, and then they'll
I like that though.
attached to it. It's nice if you don't wear it on like a steamy fucking hot day.
Right, I know. There's something about it.
I call it the kidney pad.
What was it? I
Yeah.
was like watching what's that fucking hot show? The cowboy. What's that cowboy action bullshit thing? The
Yellowstone?
Yellowstone.
Or
Yeah, yes,
1883.
yes. Yeah. Well, that's another one. Yellowstone. Yellowstone. It was
Bebop.
something about
Brokeback Mountain?
no. What's his nuts?
That's my favorite cowboy movie.
His nuts in Brokeback Mountain. I think we're on his chin.
Postman, fucking
Chin
Robin
nuts?
Hood,
Kevin
fucking
Costner.
Kevin
baseball.
Costner.
There he is. Our generation's
Yeah.
fucking Kevin Costner.
Yep.
When he wore his 1911, that
Yeah.
that nice pearled
Oh,
handling
yeah.
in his brown leather holster.
Yeah.
And I was like, ooh, that's hot. I was
Yeah.
like, I kind of
The
want
leather
one
ones
for
are-
my 1911. You know,
They're called Sunday gun holsters.
yeah, I know.
Sunday
I like that.
holsters.
It's like a half-ass.
What you wear to
All-
church.
Yes.
All the guys in
exactly.
Texas and in the South, they all get the fanciest fucking outside the waistband holsters.
Yeah.
Right.
And it's their Sunday gun.
I
Because
want-
that's what they wear,
I
and all
want
their
one.
buddies get around,
Yeah.
and they can open carry.
I know because I want one just for around the house.
Have you
Just-
seen the
Yeah.
Righteous Gemstones?
I come on one for my daughter, so she acts up. I go, take a look, 911, go smack you upside the fucking face, bitch. Pull this thing out and just.
Okay,
Daddy's good. Daddy's good. Like,
That's
not like she
nothing
needs
but
to.
weight.
Yeah.
It's nothing but just a block of steel hitting you in the face.
But anyway, all right.
yeah.
Last few questions here.
Yep.
What do you do now?
Yeah.
What do I do now?
Yeah, what's your-
I met my wife through the company, the holster company. She came in for a holster, and I was actually with another girl at the time.
Oh.
But I thought, damn, that girl's fine as hell. I'm going to make her mine. But first, I got to get rid of this other one first. So
That's literally like my story.
That was-
like we're 2 for 2 here.
that was a long time. And then she got pregnant, and I was like, oh, shit.
Number
Like,
one or your now wife?
My wife.
Okay.
My
got it.
current wife.
Well, that's fine,
So
man.
I basically stated as I got a starter family with a lease package to buy. Right? So
You got an anchor baby.
So I got a wife that had 2 kids from a previous marriage.
Okay.
And so I basically was like insta-dad. And I'm like, oh, shit, this is like kind of cool. Like when you start to see the kids growing and like, you're like, I taught him that.
And how old
That's
were you this time?
fantastic. I was 30. I don't know how old I am now. I think I'm 39 now.
Yeah, you're
so
in that 40 threshold.
This was when
know
I
you
was
are.
like 31, 32
Okay.
time period. And I never wanted to be a dad because I was so fucked up. Like personally, I was like, how the hell am I going to raise a
I
human?
remember you in high school. It
Like
was scary
this
as
is
shit.
going to be hard, right? Exactly. So
I
that's
saw
what
when I
thought.
saw your shit. Like I got 4 kids. I go, whoa. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
So now
Good for him.
So now I have 2 kids from a previous marriage that are basically my, they're my kids 100%. And then I have, so I have a 14-year-old girl, an 11-year-old boy, a 5-year-old or 6-year-old girl, and I have a 2-year-old boy.
God damn.
Dang.
So
Family.
Hey.
we figured out what caused that, and we put the nix on that shit. And so now there's just going to be 4
And that's it.
because I found out if you do 5, I can't tow my RV. And that is very important. I mean, I gave up my truck for the 4th one, but I got a daddy bus now, and it can still pull a RV, so I'm still good.
And that's it.
So and now I basically just spend my days as a trophy husband, and I homeschool our kids.
Dang. Okay.
And yeah.
So we have
That's
future
awesome.
Marines on the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's 2 of them for sure. It's either prison or the Marines, and we told them, please God, go to the Marines. At least give it a shot.
We never have red crayons anywhere.
It's the purple ones.
I love
They
it.
are the best tasting.
They are the best.
Yeah, so yeah, I mean, we're just into. I'm into shooting sports. Just joined the Marine Corps League out of Woodstock up there, and they have a shooting team. So I'm looking forward to getting into that. And just because I used to shoot all the time,
And you also hunt too as well.
I'm a very avid hunter. I love waterfowl hunting. I'm hooked on it. The first year I did geese, Canadian geese. Second year I did ducks and Canadian geese. And man, it is way harder.
Well, you're getting the
Then what
Asian
you
excited
think.
over there because he's like, duck. Is there some kind of duck feast? Maybe
Duck is all about.
So tasty.
So delicious.
It's all about how you cook it, because some of that can taste like shit.
Fucking
That's why we get.
smoke it, sous vide it, and then finish it off on a.
Yes, you
I don't
get.
know.
Yeah, there's all kinds of ways to cook it, but first you have to shoot them.
Yeah.
And that is.
I don't
A
shoot mine. I
lot-
just go to my butcher and just buy it,
You just go to the
Those
north
are
side,
called
man.
farm ducks.
and they're good.
What do you call
They
that?
are delicious.
Vietnamese town? You know?
My butcher?
No, man. That's right.
No,
That's
by
my
like
dad used to
Mayfair
get
and
that.
The
Albany
Asian
Park.
Center? I thought that was in Schaumburg.
No, I get mine from my butcher in Lincoln Square.
By the way, you hunt firearm wise, or are you bowing, or what are you doing? with all this
I do
stuff for-
shotguns. I'm gonna get into deer, but with my injuries from the Marines, I can't really pull back a bow, so I'm probably gonna have to do
Fuck your shit up.
crossbow. I don't really want to do crossbow. I love building rifles,
Oh,
and I just got done building a rifle, so I want to maybe go to a different state and do
Hey,
deer hunting.
got a
we'll
few
go
up
out.
here
We'll
that
go
goes-
out with you. We'll help you lug it back.
Yeah, plus
Yeah,
some of these
absolutely.
are pure builds, 100% pure builds up here.
Yeah,
so,
dude, your collection is top notch. It is.
it's okay. It's okay. It's,
I
it's
like
flashy.
it.
It's flashy.
I mean, you can literally shoot. Oh damn, that's fucking badass scope.
Oh yeah, that's
A
a
little story behind that one.
Damn, that's a
Knife
bad-
Force optic one. That's a very nice one.
yeah, that-
yeah.
That was
Got a good
also-
deal on that one. It's a
OG only
package deal.
settles for
the best.
We used to have a. You might like this. A fucking Nemo arms.
Yes. Oh my God, Nemos are. Oh
we
my
had
God,
a
yes. I
we
love
had a Nemo
Tell me
arms
more,
and
tell me more.
300 Win Mag with a US optics on it. Dude,
I'm creamy.
we took it out to Asymmetrical Solutions down
Mm-hmm.
in just outside of St. Louis. And they're like, hey, you guys want to shoot this thing? And we're like, yes, let's
Yes,
shoot
we
the shit
do.
out of it. And I guess what you were supposed to do was like slow course of fire.
Yeah.
I didn't get that memo.
No,
so
no.
I shot off like $30 worth of rounds in
Yeah,
like
Nemo-
a second and a half and pinged steel every time at like 1,400 yards.
Yeah,
I mean,
Nemo Arms is
it
hot
was-
shit. It's really high grade, classy fucking
Oh my
firearms.
God, it is
real good shit. Like,
and they were the first ones to come out with that proof research barrel, super ultra light. Now I have a proof research barrel on my Savage 110 ultralight. in 6.5 Creedmoor.
So hot.
I put a 419 area 419 muzzle brake on it, and that fucker shoots like a 22.
Ooh.
I mean, it is unbelievable how
I want to do dueling
smooth
trees
it
with
is.
that.
Okay.
I got a dueling tree gun too. Let's do that. A dueling tree gun with a freaking bolt gun.
Yeah,
Actually, yeah.
Holy shit.
that would be fun, dude.
We had some fun at one time. We got
we did pistols at 100 yards.
Oh, that's
no.
fun too. Yeah, that's super fun.
We had some
yeah.
fun competitions.
Yep.
Anyway, dude, we've been going on for a very long time here, a little bit longer than we normally do on a show. It's been very awesome to have you on here.
It has been so much fun.
If you're willing to come back and join these boys back there.
Yes,
and
I
a
think there's
rotator.
room for some snuggles.
Oh, there's
Oh,
plenty.
absolutely.
Oh,
always plenty.
J-Bot's getting excited. Look at that smile.
Yeah.
We may have to turn off that camera for a little bit. You know?
Yeah, no.
It's getting steamy in there.
We want all the live
You're
action.
next.
That's all right. We get some marine meat in this sandwich.
If I could just get a really high chair so that I'm right at their face
All we
level,
have to do is
that would be great.
technically is blur the head of the dick
Right?
and the balls.
It's
we could
Japan
show,
rules?
We could still show the base.
I think we can
and
still
not
show the whole
pubes.
thing on
no
you-
pubes.
I think we can show the whole thing on Instagram.
No, just a little.
Is it anime rules? Is that what it is?
Yeah, if you just show nipple by itself, you're okay.
Oh, okay.
You gotta blur
Censored.
out the shaft, but the
Yeah.
boys can be
The
there.
boys could hang.
See, everybody else blurs everything out, and just that, I like to blur everything out, but just the
Wouldn't you
junk.
make like
I just want to see a lot of dicks. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't want to see how fit the dude is.
Yeah, I
care if
know.
he's got
I don't care.
abs.
Just
I
the
wanna
cock.
I want to see the shaft. I want to see what I'm.
The same thing with
working
VR
against.
porn. By the way, I got VR porn for, or I got a VR headset for
Oculus,
Christmas.
right?
Yeah, and
those
I'm gonna
too.
tell you, it's changed my life.
Which you're going to have to bring down because before I throw down 300 for an Oculus.
I know.
Check it out.
Same.
Let me tell you,
Dude, it's crazy.
My wife wants.
You're also the
Oculus,
second
actually.
person to tell me that it's game changing in the
What-
porn department.
Just
it's
Netflix on the thing is amazing.
Really?
That's
That's one
what
thing.
it
That-
is?
that's
Netflix.
yeah, just that. It
For
is.
normal
Yeah, I
people
got
stuff,
one.
right?
Yeah, just
I already-
regular stuff.
Why
If
am
you're
I
not
behind
jerking
times?
off to it, that is the normal part. But
You're
I-
jerking
to
off
me,
in public.
To me,
Whoa.
it's borderline cheating on my wife. It really is. I'm fucking 4 women at a time every time I'm on it right now.
All right,
I'm
I
just
got a
like-
question for you though.
Yeah,
Do
yeah,
you
what's
hook
up?
it up to your desktop? Because I know you got a beefy ass graphics.
Yeah,
card in
yeah,
there.
yeah. I have. Don't worry. There's no link right now. Yeah, that chair's pretty beaten, pretty good. Relax.
Oh my god! Is beat in the right word? I
Yeah,
think
yeah.
that's-
He's in the chair. He's in the chair where all the magic
Dude,
happens.
where your hands are is where all the spunk went.
Matter of fact, where the microphone, you're touching your lips to that microphone. It's
Is there a crusty sock anywhere
OG
around here, or-
accidentally hits like OG accidentally hits
Norwegians need it.
record.
and plus all the fucking keys that you're touching
donated.
right now are literally just cum covered.
Don't get it. Don't put it
If
next
you
to a
put the
black light.
UV light on the black
Oh,
light
yeah.
on,
It's gonna look like a Jackson Pollock painting.
yeah, it's gonna be like he's like even looking at himself like, how did he get on me already? Like, I'm that fucking quick. My wife always goes, how are you that fast? Like, I'm a ninja.
Yeah. I get in, I get out.
No,
That's what I do.
I come in.
Fastest shot in the
Can you
West.
come in the too late? Too late. Yeah. No towel for you, sweetheart.
I think you
It's
missed
already in
Jonesy's comment.
I did.
Yeah.
He's got
Fastest shot
a.
of the West.
That's right.
That's right.
He's
All right.
cowboy action all the way.
We got
Cheat on my
to.
wife with another suck.
Hey,
every
it's been
night.
great to have. we got to wrap this episode up. A little
Yeah,
bit.
but I got two more things for you.
Hey, what's that?
So
Only
you
time
asked
for one.
earlier what the new AC-130 had, right?
Yeah, I did.
So the AC-130 Juliet is going to be fixed with a laser beam onto it.
Laser.
Like not a range finding one.
No, it's going to be actually used for
Like a
taking
zippity
out.
zap zap motherfucker.
It's going to be taking out
Zap,
drones and taking out missiles.
Oh, dope.
That's hot. That's pretty
Oh,
cool.
that's
So
It's
it's
pretty dope.
standard 105mm howitzer,
That's
30
pretty hot.
millimeter Bushmaster.
Word.
Bushmaster.
Is equipped with AGM-114 Hellfire missiles.
Oh,
Oh,
damn.
that's new.
GBU-39 small
Hellfire
diameter
missiles?
bombs.
Ooh.
Quite in the back.
GBU-44B Viper strike bombs and GBU-69B small glide munitions.
Goddamn.
It's,
Now, have they
all
That's
fitted-
in an AC-130.
That's a lot of fucking
I didn't
hate.
think the gunships had
I know.
missiles before, did they?
They didn't. They
didn't.
Those
They
are all
are-
guns, man.
they are going
Are those
heavy.
all on
That's
the
pretty fucking
wings,
hot.
Yeah.
or are
Yeah.
they shooting them from inside? Because
Looks
that's
like
no.
they're
pretty
on-
cool.
So-
looks like they're on
all
pylons.
from the back.
So for the missiles and the guided munitions, that's all going to be on the wings.
No way.
It'd be way cool if they just dropped them out the bottom of the
That's
floor.
pretty hot.
Like in the,
Where the gun team is standing.
yes, just drop on tube one.
What else you got for us?
And the last thing is actually for some. So
Yeah?
the late night flight.
Oh, the drink.
Oh, yeah.
It's half an ounce of Kahlua, 1.5 ounces of vodka, half ounce of Chambord. I'm assuming you know
Yep.
what that is.
Chambord.
Yep.
5 blackberries, 1 egg white, and a dash of simple syrup.
Ooh.
Ooh, cool. We're gonna sub out the vodka for whiskey or gin.
And the egg
I
white.
like vodka.
And the egg
That's what
white
a
with
legend
my
would
Like I
do.
said, like a man, we're gonna drink like men.
Get rid of the egg white and put some
But
cum
I
in
like vodka.
because that's
like
too much work.
cranberry vodka.
All right.
Oh,
Let's
God, you're dead to me now.
Let's get some pluggies here.
As I suck some dick.
We're
This is your cue to deep throat that mic.
please like, follow, subscribe, share. Remind yourself, guys. Jesus Christ! Once again, if you made it this far, thank you for fucking listening to all this bullshit. We're on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Amazon Music, all the podcast platforms. You can watch us on YouTube and at semperhua.com. Awesome. You can follow us on Facebook at Semperhua Podcast and IG at Semper Hua Podcast. Jesus Christ. Check out the merch at semperhua.com/shop. Get the cool fucking hoodies like I'm wearing. T-shirt like this fucking fat ass is. That's great.
POG Pro, baby.
All right. They're not that expensive. Not too bad. You can support the show at Semper.com for a monthly subscription of your choosing if you want to. If you guys want to fucking
Thanks,
chip
Dad.
in, give us a couple buckaroos.
Is it
be
tax,
awesome.
tax deductible?
No, it's,
No.
Starts at $500 a month.
that'd be awesome.
Okay.
That'd be fucking amazing.
Well, we pay off one microphone right there. That'd be fucking
Can I just
fantastic.
give you my credit card and you?
It literally costs like $500 just to have
Look, we
this
just
in
need
front
6
of
of
us.
you guys to do
Yep.
$500 a month, and we'll be set.
Yeah, not gonna lie, this is like $500 just for the microphone, not including the fucking boom.
Oh, no, yeah. This shit is crazy.
Yeah, there's still an amplifier that goes before the actual. Anyway,
We'll
it's
get
insane.
into that.
All right, so 50% of the merch profits go to Tango 3. Tango 3, hit it up, buddy.
You want some good juicy beef in your mouth?
Fuck yeah.
How about some Dove Creek Kakashi Wagyu beef jerky?
Give me a solo shot.
That's right.
Hey, I'll give you
Comes in original and teriyaki.
give you a solo.
And when you
shot.
buy this meat to put in your mouth, you're going to help us veterans with mental health issues.
Because we already have them.
Did you just say the cum is flavored teriyaki?
Absolutely.
That's pretty Asian of you.
You go to a dollar store, you're a rich man.
Like I said, we love stereotypes here. We love clean racism only on Semper Hua.
The pre-1990s kind.
Exactly. Clean racism.
Don Rickles.
we
That's
are
what
the
we're talking about.
stereotypes, dude. You know.
We'll get a black guy in here soon. It'll be fine.
Absolutely.
Who's
make it
getting a
clear.
black eye?
I don't know. We are.
I thought you just said we were going to get punched.
That's
Like
what I
a
heard.
black
That's
eye.
what
I heard that
Oh,
too.
black
Oh,
guy.
a black guy?
Black
We're
guy.
gonna be a black
Black
gal
guy.
as well.
All right. Anyway, finish it off.
Don't
Finish
forget to
you
send the
off.
hate mail to contact@semperhua.com. But not just hate mail, any mail. We want to hear your ideas, your complaints.
Anything. Send us something in.
Right.
I appreciate Lanci coming on this episode. It's been fucking fantastic.
Oh,
having
it's
you
been a
on.
great first.
If you ever want to come back on in the closet or as a
Absolutely.
guest again, that'd be great.
Sounds good.
Sami, good to see you. Jonesy, good to see you. First episode back again. Don't forget. Oh, Jesus, I forgot to punch this up. Well, if you're listening at this point, wow.
Thank you.
Just a caveat is our next episode coming out in a few days. Check it out. We're talking about Russia. It'd be awesome. I forgot to pitch that in the beginning of the show.
Yes, you did.
Yeah, I did.
That'll be a surprise.
But let's get it. If you're listening at this point,
Yeah.
you're a real listener. You're
That's right.
You're a real listener.
We're looking
proven
at
you
you,
have
Sample.
dedication.
You made it. You made it.
Thanks, Dad.
Anyway, guys, see you guys next episode.
All right.
My teeth are floating.